Wait, hold on. Something's different. Something's not right. Something is not right. Something's not right.
It, Mr.
Uh,
Producer,
I do not appreciate the attitude coming from you guys.
well, no, it's not that. Something's different about you, about something the setup. Did you get a haircut?
I did. I got a haircut. You like
That's
it?
what's different. That's what's
Thank
different.
you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Everybody, welcome
yeah.
to the
Also, your face looks thinner. You look great.
Appreciate you, man. It's the sweater.
Is that what it is?
I wear extra large sweaters now to make me look skinnier.
Well, no, your face looks really like chiseled.
It's not. It really isn't. So
you look great. You look great, though. I mean, don't worry. Like
appreciate it. It's the salt and pepper look. Apparently it's the Ravens thing.
And
by the way,
yeah.
Welcome everybody to Break Even Sports Talk. I know I'm not usually the host here, but I really wanted to put this out there. We are also live technically on a vertical one. This is a new feature. It is on YouTube, right? So YouTube, as you guys already know, YouTube has vertical and the regular 6x9, whatever, 16x9, right? But here's the thing. Here's the cool thing about the verticals. The verticals now show on the reels, meaning there's more views that way. So we're trying this out. I like it a lot. It's only going to show in our faces, and I don't know why, but like, there it is. How is that? Is that better? Yeah, I think so. Anywho, just wanted to put that out there. This is pretty cool stuff, guys. This is new stuff that we're trying out here at Break Even Sports, actually at the DHC altogether, right? Because we want to make sure that we got all the latest and greatest, and wanted to make sure that we got everything for you guys today. So wanted to just put that out there because I'm excited for this new little cool feature. I've been waiting for this. This is something that's been in the works apparently by YouTube for, I don't know, for a few months now. And they released it. And I was like, hell yeah, here we go, baby. I'm excited for this. So wanted to make sure that I give you guys the little info. So now that I'm done talking, Mr. Producer, it's all yours. And Mr. Prospector, it's all yours.
So welcome to today's episode of Break Even Sports, when we talk about some of the sports that we do not talk about on the DHC sports shows on Tuesday and Thursday. So we have soccer, we've got FCS, maybe some Formula One, maybe some hockey, maybe some NBA, because we'll see how that goes. So, no see. As usual, I am your host, the often celebrated, sometimes imitated, but never duplicated producer. And I'm here.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, man.
How long it took me to practice that? Like, I kept on screwing up the words.
How
like
long
at one point I said never celebrate. I'm like, well, that's kind of drab. So I'm here with.
Listen, you're celebrated here, my man.
I appreciate that. So I'm here with Ed and Patrick. Donnie will be joining us once he gets back from the early bird special at the cafeteria. So not sure where he's at right now. I know he's got some problems, some difficulties.
Well, he was on location at Piccadilly, and apparently the Wi-Fi wasn't very good at Piccadilly, so he's on his way back.
Well, I mean, isn't that the usual thing for for like the old man, technical difficulties?
Well, apparently he had a problem, doubling his coupon at Denny's for the Grand Slam, so he went to Piccadilly instead.
For some reason, I thought it was the McDonald's free coffee.
Well, that was this morning. That's
my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's with his morning coffee club. That small town Southern USA always has.
I got you.
So, yeah. So we hope he'll be with us in a little bit. But we three young men here, we don't. We're not of that age yet. Even though I'm still denying I'm 40, but who's keeping up with it?
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Just say 39 plus 1.
Brother, he ain't 39 plus 1. He is.
Yes, I am. I'm 39.
See, look, guys, we're on a vertical on YouTube.
Man, we look good.
I am curious what that's going to look like with 5.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I'm sure it'll be like the lines. You know how it is. Like, we'll see. We'll never know.
Hey, I like experimenting with it.
Again, listen, I wanted to try this out just because I think it's a cool little feature. I don't know how it's going to be with like 5 people. We'll see. Maybe it's smaller, maybe it isn't. I don't know, but I think in order for us to, and I think this is something that I've been thinking about. It's like, all right, so we want to make sure that we're spreading the the brand into other like platforms. Like for example, Twitch. I'm waiting for TikTok eventually to be available on the Mac, right? So we can go ahead and start doing that live on TikTok, right? So we want to make sure that we're maximizing every single channel available to us. And I think this is a way because Reels is really, if you think about it, Reels has been one of the most popular forms of just getting as far as like social media and things like that, right?
Yeah. Well, and also when you search for things on YouTube now, most of the things that you get are in Reels, and they're not necessarily the YouTube videos.
I mean,
So
think about it. ESPN now has their own section of Reels on their app.
yeah,
So and they don't call it Reels, by the way. They want to be fancy. They want to call them verticals. I'm like, bro, come on now. You got bigger problems than calling something Reels.
You gotta get your own name, honestly, copyrighted, so it makes sense.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. So
I like what Phil said. What about German shopping cart return championships? Hey Phil,
Listen, that looked legit.
what about supermarket sweep? Let's bring it back.
Love that show.
So did I.
by the way, I showed my wife last night the professional pillow fighting on the Ocho. She was like, "This is not a real thing." I'm like, "Oh no, no, au contraire, my wife. It is very real." And I showed her, and she was like, "What am I watching?"
Have you shown her competitive tag yet?
I have.
Man, I love the Ocho.
I love the Ocho. There's got the weirdest things,
Yeah.
there, so it's amazing.
Is that where the slapping championship started? Like the face slapping competition? Did they?
Honestly, probably.
Because that's one that I don't recommend showing people that because they might want to actually compete. It's like, no thanks, because that looks so painful.
No, I still remember when ESPN2 showed up Magic the Gathering tournaments and Scrabble.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah,
I think was it last year or the year before they were showing air guitar championship?
Hey, they also showed the spelling bee, okay? The Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Air guitar championship, bro. I was like, hell's yeah. This
Yeah.
is where it's at.
I'll bet you Virgil would have been good at that. Virgil probably
no.
dominated Guitar
I
Hero.
think he would have been good at the air guitar.
Listen, I think he would have dominated Guitar Hero. It's like the rest of us are just there. And
Yeah.
Virgil absolutely dominating. And let me tell you something, and you'll know what I'm talking about. The president of Virgil Fan Club, a certain Basset Hound, she would agree that and then maybe another admirer might also.
By the way, you look like you have like pads on your hoodie.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
You talking about this?
For a second, it looked like there was pads, and I'm very jealous of that hoodie.
Oh well, it's getting its really first full debut because it is cold as rip here in Georgia.
Bro, same here, dude.
Yeah, it's not. It is definitely.
Is it cold in Bama as well?
It is super cold in Bama right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look who decided to show up. Look at that.
Look who decided to change the link with.
Nope, no one changed the link.
I know, no one changed it.
My old link, it said it would not be found because of some Mars thing, a new thing with StreamYard.
Yeah, then why did they show up and you didn't?
There is a Mars thing with.
Yeah, I don't. It may not be that, but it wasn't my normal link. It was giving me a 404 error.
How was Piccadilly?
So, and listen, I can understand that, but Donnie, I just want you to know that this is why we're doing this. If you look immediately to your left, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a vertical one. That's the Mars update. The Mars update on StreamYard, by the way. This is, brought to you by StreamYard. Is now we're able to show it on the Reels on YouTube, especially. That's really the main one, where you can do now vertical programming.
Well, I also, and it may, I don't know, our internet, one of our internet providers has been down all afternoon. The one that I normally have my hardwire connection with. So now I'm over Wi-Fi. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm not going to be Patrick Spotty, but who knows? We'll see.
Well, you never know.
Bro,
Patrick
I've been one of the most consistently reliable connections in the last few months.
Shh, let's not talk about reliability, guys. Let's not
in the
talk about
last few
reliability.
months. It's always that disclaimer statement at the end in the last few months.
Once he dropped the Walmart internet and got that Kirkland's internet from Costco, things have been like running so much better.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I went. Listen. Thank you, Kirkland's. Okay. What up?
Now,
Patrick?
we do have to address something real quick because Patrick, you did mention my Basset Hound.
Yes.
Of course, my Basset Hound is the mascot of my fantasy team, and it did not go well this week for me. So, she asked me, was this game a must-win game? And I said, absolutely not. It's not a DHC game. I'm glad you brought that up. It's not a DHC game. I gladly get beat by 103, maybe 110-10 in that game. They could put up 100 up on us as long as we get the win next 2 weeks after.
Why is it that 2 weeks after?
Because I'm taking the Pat Narduzzi quote about Pitt and Notre Dame and making it, this game's not a conference game for me.
Gotcha. By the way, I gotta call this dude out. That guy. Oh, hey, you're gonna win. Oh,
Yeah, you're winning.
You have a
you're
60%
winning.
chance of winning. Why? Because you still got players playing tonight. So I
Player.
don't want to hear it.
Player, just one.
Player. Yeah, and that is a huge if. You have got like an 11-point
Come
lead.
on, please chill out.
You've got an 11-point lead. I don't even want to hear it.
You got exactly 11 points with Jacobs.
I'd rather be in your position and have the lead than have to try to depend on a player who may or may not score against an Eagles defense.
By the way, I found this hat. I don't know if you guys ever heard Legacy hats.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, holy moly, is this comfortable? And I bought this hat just without it, but man,
that bald head's looking good.
Freshly shaven, baby, freshly
Yes,
shaven.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, these Legacy caps, bro.
Yeah. I have a couple of the Legacy trucker hats that
they
make them for a lot of college teams. A lot of
collegiate woodbat,
Legacy Athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good stuff. And Donnie, I know I pick on you all the time, but I love that hat.
It's a nice color on that hat.
Is that like a Clemson San Francisco like collaboration? Did you get that straight from Dabo?
Man, I thought after that compliment you were going to know what it actually was.
Oh, actually, I do know. That's the City Connect, isn't it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Wait a minute. San Francisco.
Virgil. It's appropriate to this show.
Oh, is it like a cancer awareness?
No.
It's soccer related.
No.
Huh. Thinking. Okay, so what colors are those? Because your signal is very blurry tonight. So
it's purple and orange, right?
No.
Purple and yellow.
My first thought was like an LSU San Fran hat kind of mix, but that wouldn't make sense.
It's San Francisco.
You've got the color scheme right in what you're saying.
Purple and yellow. So it's another college team.
Getting warmer.
Yeah, but it's got to be in the California area.
It's an ECU San Francisco hat. I knew it.
It's not an ECU. I mean, East Coast, West
Coast.
Coast.
It's not the University of San Francisco.
No, because they're green and yellow.
They're green and yellow, yeah.
It's not UCLA.
Well, that just raises more questions.
Is that the Gumbo Gators?
No.
I seriously thought that was going to be it, the Gumbo Gators.
Man, no.
You got me stumped on this one.
Yeah, which team is that?
I thought possibly Virgil would come up with this university. My brother attended this university. Adrian went there.
Adrian did?
Yeah.
Like the Adrian that I met?
What movie?
Movie?
What is it?
St. Mary's?
Mrs. America tell you.
It's not St. Mary's.
This is going to bother me.
It is.
This is going to bother me. This
Don't
is
tell them. They're still trying to figure it out.
This is going to be one of those things that keep me. It's going to take us 2 hours to figure this out.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let y'all figure it out without no Googling.
Okay, Googling. I'm not Googling.
Googling.
You just got to think hard. It's
So
all
it's
right
in
in
San
front of you.
Francisco.
That's not the Norwich Navigators, is it?
No, it's that. I'm thinking it's a college.
Yeah,
Can I see that? Can I see that logo again
Yeah,
on the back?
yeah.
San
Can you
Francisco.
keep it up there for like 5 minutes while your internet catches up? It's an alligator of some sort.
It's an alligator.
Oh man, I've never seen
Golden
that.
State.
Oh my God! Hold on, Donnie. Is that San Francisco State?
Bingo.
Dang, I completely
I knew when he said Golden State, I was gonna say you're half right, but then you started to say something, so I
State
left
triggered
saying
it. Yeah,
that.
when he said state, that triggered it, and it's like that's San Francisco State. Why did I
San
not?
Francisco State Gators.
Listen, I'm not even gonna.
That's
I didn't know there
legit.
was.
though.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't know there was a San Francisco State Gators. I honestly didn't
Yep.
even know they were a thing.
This was
The
an
only-
on-field hat from back in the day.
The only reason I knew about San Francisco Gators is because I owned, and the school's unrelated, but I owned a UC Santa Cruz Fighting Banana Slug shirt at some point in life.
Wow.
And
Yeah, I
because
want one of their hats. I
I
want a
went down
banana slugs. I want a
I-
banana slugs hat.
I went down a rabbit hole about some of the other California teams, and I remember seeing San Francisco State before, and I kind of blanked on their color scheme until you said State.
Is that
I'm gonna,
is that
I'm
like a
gonna toast you on that
3930?
one.
Yeah, is that like a 3930 type hat, or like a flex hat like that?
Well, style. It's a
And your internet is
Twins
awesome.
Yeah,
Enterprise.
his internet is horrible today. Listen, Patrick
What is that?
Larson, come with your internet.
Patrick, that's just going to stick with you from life from now on.
It's okay. I fixed it, so it's all good. And don't worry, I have so much crap on those two. It doesn't matter.
Come get your internet, Patrick
I'll tell you
Larson.
what,
Jesus.
I will do this. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop the football game up there. I'm
What
chewing up my
football
bandwidth, and I don't have as much bandwidth.
Is your son playing video games?
I don't know. He may or may not be.
Nani.
I love that. I love the fact that he's frozen on purpose.
Or I could do what I could give y'all a little bit of Ed from last week.
That's true. That's true. Well said.
It's working good. Stop it. Don't
Don't jinx it.
jinx it.
So, speaking of that making that noise on the Monday show, I was almost about to tear into you two tonight until, yes, both of you, for a take you made on the breakfast takes until you corrected yourselves.
Which one?
Dissing UConn, saying that they were
No. We're not dissing UConn.
No, I'm saying, but when you talked about Duke being
Certainly
UConn,
sounded like it.
it sounded like it at first, and then you kind of said, "Well, wait a minute,
Watch.
they're 7-3." So it's like, okay.
Yeah, they're 7-3.
Oh, yeah,
Jim
but-
Morris
yeah.
Jr.
No,
has been
what
doing
are
his
you saying?
thing.
I called off the guns. I called off the head.
Well, like
Right.
Ed said,
It's not
like
even
Ed
so-
said,
it's
he's like
like, who
tradition.
coaches them? Who coaches them? I don't know.
No,
Well,
I knew it was
like Ed
Jim
said,
Morris.
Traditional thought was like, okay, you think of Connecticut as a basketball school, not a football school.
I mean, that's fair.
And that was why it just seemed weird when you say UConn beat Duke, because it's like, they're not really normally that good in football. So,
They haven't been that good in
Haven't been.
football for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I gotta hand it to Jim Mora. He has done an absolute wonderful job at UConn. He went there on purpose. He wanted it, and we were just talking about. He is 64 years old. He just wanted a cushy job, and he's doing a really good job turning that program around. So I give him a ton of credit for what he has been able to do. And he beat a good Duke team this weekend. So kudos to them. I'll
Playoffs?
playoffs. Although now he needs to work on getting stronger opponents. Now that he's 7-3 into this year, he's proven that he can play. He needs to up that competition.
Well, and in the real words of Jim Mora Jr., college football playoff?
Well, it's kind of hard to do that when you're. They probably want to get their conference situation fixed first. And
The whole conference is a hot mess. But yeah, you're right.
well, there's no conference for them. They're independent.
They're indie, right? So that's all. So they should either.
Right.
I thought they were going to join the MAC for at one point. They were talking about joining the MAC.
I thought that too, and maybe I got confused with UMass.
I could have been. Although I'd rather have UConn than UMass.
Well, I was
in
going
our
to say,
conference.
listen, the only thing that's familiar that you can confuse with UConn and UMass is that both have U in their name, because
That's
one
it.
is a decent team and one is a mess.
And one of them also, that one that's a mess. Guess what? No wins.
Yeah.
So
I agree, Phil. Bring back the Big East.
I'm with you there, man. I 100% agree there.
Were they still was UConn still in the Big East when Kevin Ollie was there? Sorry, cleared my throat. Sorry.
It's crazy to think that Miami was in the Big East before they joined the ACC.
Virginia Tech was.
Virginia Tech,
Syracuse?
yeah.
Syracuse.
I mean, and thank goodness Cal finally got together and made some sense and joined the ACC when they're near the Pacific Ocean. I mean,
Exactly.
I mean, Stanford too. I mean, the ACC just make sense. They get it.
That one never make sense to be the Stanford one.
Listen,
Well,
I mean,
Cal,
it's no different. It's no different than UCLA and Southern Cal joining the Big Ten.
I agree, but I'm just saying it's just weird.
That's not as far of a distance as it is. Like, I mean, like the Big Ten is at least isn't like pointing out the other side of the country. As
wait a minute. Can you point out Piscataway, New Jersey on a map for me, please?
The what?
Can you point out Piscataway, New Jersey on a map for me, please?
Nope.
That is kind of far on the other side of the United States. Just saying.
What we're talking about? Talking about Rutgers?
Yeah, you talk about Big Ten. Now they're closer. Right?
And Maryland.
I'm talking about the conference name.
I'm
talking about the conference.
Semantics, exactly.
Okay, are you on Dabo's payroll just like Donnie is? Is that what this is about?
No, I'm just a big.
Because we know Dabo, we know Dabo pays Donnie. He pays everybody. So
listen, I'm just a big fan of geography. I just want to make sure.
Mr. Producer,
yes,
is it true that Rob Ackey has been fired?
Rob Ackey?
Yeah,
I have not heard about that.
Look at him. He's all discombobulated now. He's like, what?
Well,
all right, I'm going to ask, who is that?
It's the interim head coach.
Head coach for Oregon State.
Okay.
I've never heard of a situation where an interim coach got fired unless he did something to be fired. So
I mean, he did lose to Sam Houston State.
I mean, that's why I paused for a minute, because I'm like, he's not talking about that Rob Ackey. Okay, not the one that just not become interim. So
yeah, I think
how bad of a program do you have to be?
I think he is getting fired. I don't know if this is like confirmed, but
he won the Pac-12 championship.
So anyway,
does that not mean anything to that?
No.
To the Oregon State fan base? I guess
not when you lose to Sam Houston State.
I mean, that's also true.
You couldn't score a single touchdown or point against Sam Houston State. You gotta be that bad, bro.
Wasn't Sam Houston also winless? Or just winless in the conference?
Winless in the conference, I think it was. Anyways,
so
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm taking over.
Interim coach.
Yeah, that's Sam Houston from the other Huntsville. So, but before we talk about that, I was going to talk about how much I love geography. And there's nothing I like more than let's go over to the UK first to talk about some Premier League games. Because, guys, I think we had probably the best game of the season so far. But the question is, which game am I talking about?
Interesting. Now you got me intrigued now.
Because there's two games that had 2-2 draws.
One
really? Late theatrics for their goals and scoring 2 goals in stoppage time. The other one was a gutsy performance by a promoted team that also got a goal in stoppage time, and probably one of the best. I I don't know if it's called a scorpion kick or it wasn't a bicycle. I don't know what that
No,
was.
it's a scorpion kick.
Scorpion kick. Scored on a scorpion kick, which shocked the crap out of me when that one went in. So the two games I'm talking about first is Tottenham and Manchester United. And it's kind of funny about that game. I don't know if you watched it because it was the early game.
Yeah. I do have a weird stat.
We did draw though, so I was a little upset about that.
Oh, if you watched the game, you wouldn't be upset with that draw.
True.
But isn't this the second time that Richarlison has celebrated like an injury time goal only for that, like it's the winner, only for it to not actually be the winner? I'll have to send you the tweet that I saw about that, but there's two separate instances in different seasons, not this season, but in different seasons where he's done that. And I'm like, Richarlison, do you not learn?
I mean, you can't count the game out yet at that point. I mean, I know it was.
Listen, I hate both teams.
Dude, chill out, bro. What the hate with my team?
You know I can't stand Tottenham, but you also know I can't stand Manchester United. I wish you both would have lost, but that's not possible.
Technically, we did. We tied.
I was going to say a draw is about as close as that you can get.
You still got a point. Neither team deserves a point.
Your team does not deserve any more wins for the rest of the season.
No, they don't. I will be the first to say that. And then Mr. 3-week Palace fan down there. But anyways.
Oh, damn. He is. Monday Patrick is back, guys.
Monday's back, and it's raw. It's raw. Yeah.
He's been traveling and he has Mondays off. He's been like saving up.
Listen, I've been saving up, man.
He's been banking some rage.
He's been working on that one for a minute.
I woke up this morning and was at the control center, and I pushed the button saying I chose violence.
Yeah, he did.
He finally come out of that fog from the World Series loss and everything else, and it's just like, all right, it's a whole new day.
Listen, and you can thank Donnie for this after sharing all of the rage from Blue Jays fans from the Game 7 loss, because that was cruel but usual from Donnie.
So, Donnie just straight up went and stabbed you in the back and twisted that knife.
I just thought that was funny.
And then don't forget,
maybe to you.
And don't forget, he tried to do the same thing to you on Sunday.
He sure did.
Don't think we don't have receipts on that.
Listen, I'm going to cash him in. Okay?
So wait, hold on a second. So Donnie chose violence on Sunday.
Yep.
And then Patrick now is choosing violence on a Monday.
You were.
Where's the love, guys? Where's the love?
Where is the love?
Okay, let's not.
Clearly, Mr. Prophet was the one that kept the love together for all of us. And then once he's gone,
it is a sad day in this country when we're depending positivity to come from Eric Prophet.
And listen, I'll say this:
we've really reached a new low.
I'll say this as a Tottenham fan: we have been playing like shit. Our team has been playing like shit for a while now, so I'm kind of glad that at the very least, it's against a good team. We got a tie. We got at least a point out of this. So I'm happy that at least we got something out of it.
I will thank you for not letting Manchester United win. I will say that to you,
man. Because Jesus Christ, last week and this week,
yeah, I can't take their supporters talking about, oh, we're back. And we're a great team again. I'm like, no, you're not.
You should be like, oh, you're not.
Okay. Yeah. You drew against Forest, okay? And I don't even care if it was against the Ginger Mourinho version of Forest, okay? Nothing wrong with Gingers, by the way, Donnie, before you try to say I'm trying to, go after Gingers. If you knew what I meant by Ginger Mourinho, you'd know I mean that as a compliment. Anyway.
All right. I was ready. I was locked and loaded.
Listen, Sean Dyche has done a fantastic job at Forest so far. So you go back to your 975 proof whiskey that you're drinking. Can't wait for Rhonda to steal that from you again. And, Virgil, now that I've gone off the rails, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
I was just going to say,
just leave scorched earth.
I just want all I'll say about what I'm drinking is I chose this drink because of the sophistication that Ed has put upon us with all this newfangled stuff today. Break Even Sports is the sophisticated sports show.
Here.
And so I figured I'd go with a sophisticated drink.
That sounds delicious. I wish I
And
had something to mix my my rum with, but I got nothing today.
I'm sorry.
mix.
When
No. You just it's like just 2 cubes of ice and straight out the bottle. And Patrick, you will appreciate this, that the mayor is drinking the
The
senator.
senator.
Okay.
I do appreciate that.
This is
So,
a single barrel
Rhonda,
straight rye whiskey.
yeah, Rhonda, you will get Sweet Patrick, okay? Because you deserve it. Your husband does not,
Wow.
and Ed does not. Virgil
What
might.
I do?
Virgil might, other than his geography comment. You know,
What I do? I didn't do anything.
oh yes, you have. Virgil's built up such goodwill with me, though. I mean, I love some Virgil Brooks. I really do.
Thank you.
Virgil's all your show. Jesus.
Yeah.
So the other 2-2 draw I wanted to talk
All
about.
I was going to say just to finish Virgil real quick. I was just going to say this was put in a barrel in 2014 and was put in this bottle in 2021.
Trent Krim from the
and I bought this at the tavern at the Rainbow Row in Charleston, which is the oldest still active liquor store in America.
You interrupt me again. I'm putting you in a barrel in 2026. How about that?
Have you ever seen that video of the backyard baseball where they hit it and they're like, nobody cares?
No, I've not seen that.
Man, I'll have to send it to you. It's fantastic.
So some of the other results from this Saturday slate of games we're going to go through first. Everton beat Fulham 2-0. Not really there to talk about. Good win for Everton. West Ham beats Burnley 3-2. That was actually a pretty fun game too. I thought Burnley was going to steal a home away win from that one, but that didn't happen. But then the other game, which I thought was probably the best game of the week. I'm not going to say the season yet. I know there's been some good ones, but Sunderland.
Chelsea Wolves, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Chelsea Wolves. That's what it was. Sunderland playing Arsenal, and man, Arsenal looked like they were going to be top of the, consistent. They get the second goal on the road, and it looks pretty much done. Sunderland keeps on fighting, and then they get their goal in the 4th minute of stoppage time. Probably one of the most unexpected goals, I would say. It was out of nowhere. It's out of nowhere. It wasn't against the play. It wasn't against play because they were definitely threatening at the time, but it happened in a flash. So if you have a chance to go back and look at the scorpion kick goal by I'm always pronouncing his name. Is it Robbie?
Robbie, I think is what it is. But do you think that David Raya made a mistake coming out the way he did? Or would you have gone after that too in a 50-50 like that?
I feel like at that stage of the game, because they were already down 2-1 at that point.
It was 2-1, yeah.
I think at that stage of the game, you kind of have to go. You gotta have to put that risk in there for that, because sometimes
to try to preserve the 3 points.
To try to preserve the 3 points, especially at that point. I think it was already clear Tottenham was threatening.
Yeah,
but at the same time, that's the part. That's why with challenges like that, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That's why it's called a 50-50. But yeah, Sunderland showed some fight for sure, and I was a little of a doubter about their place in the table, thinking it was just kind of like beginners. I'm not gonna say beginners luck, but just kind of they're a fresh new team and all that, everything's going to that. But with a comeback like that, especially against the top team of the league by a few good amount of points, they're legit.
Mm-hmm.
That result there, even though it was a draw, that result there is what a good team does when down late against a superior on paper team.
The part with Sunderland that I'm so impressed with is that it is the fact that they bought so many new players that they haven't had a chance to really bed in to build that chemistry, but they've seemed to have built the chemistry so quickly, because there are a lot of new players that Sunderland brought in the close season, and to be playing together like they are are already is a real credit to the manager. And I mean, they've produced really good away performances. I mean, Chelsea is about, at Stamford Bridge is about as good of an away performance as I've seen any team do in a while. And they looked up for it from the first minute. I think that they were a little outclassed to start the game by Arsenal, and Arsenal really showed their class and what they can do when they're being deadly. But credit to them for not dropping the energy levels and for working their socks off until full time, because so I think in the end, just from their work rate, they earned a point. But it was a great performance from Sunderland.
Yeah, definitely a well-deserved point for sure. And also, you make Arsenal drop points, which I'm sure Manchester.
I was delighted.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, and Manchester City and Liverpool are probably also happy about that. But we'll get to their game soon.
Yeah, inexplicably, somehow Chelsea's in third. I can't justify that or even figure out how in the world that's possible. But Chelsea is in third place, going into the like the 1400th international break of the season.
And then the last game to talk about, speaking of Chelsea beat Wolves 3-0 and did not get a red card.
Listen, you'll take progress where it comes, and they made hard work of it. Through most of the first half, it didn't look well. Really, through the first half, they just couldn't break through and score against Wolves. They completely dominated Wolves, but they just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. But luckily, they kind of took care of everything early in the second half and got their first goal. And I thought Garnacho, I never thought I'd say these words, I thought Garnacho played really well. Getting 2 assists, and he was attacking the fullbacks like he's been asked to do. And he put the ball on a plate, and then Esteval coming on and changing the game as well. I mean, it was a comfortable win in the end, but it was not as comfortable as it maybe looks by the scoreline. So,
well, going off the stats itself, the disparity is pretty huge. So I kind of side with probably a lot more comfortable because the shot total was 20-3.
Yeah. And I think the problem is that Chelsea is so wasteful up front. They do not, it takes a lot for them to convert chances.
Mm-hmm.
They're not efficient with the chances that they get, but still the youngest team in the league. And despite spending as much money as they have, and they're still somehow, thanks to a very inconsistent league overall, they're in the top 3 at the moment. So even though we drop points we shouldn't have, I'm delighted with where we are at the moment.
While your team did well, and while your team got a point, Ed, there's another Saturday result that did happen that left some of us heartbroken, crushed even.
Wow.
And we have to go to Bundesliga 2 for that.
Oh God.
Because
Bundesliga 2, where we really are getting into the little nitty gritty.
That's where a humongous football club plays their football, Ed.
This is the Saturday one because I watched the entire game because it was the late game. Kaiserslautern was hosting Hertha Berlin, and Hertha Berlin continues their streak of 5 straight wins. But what makes it hurt the most is during this game, they were trying to get through their defense, and it took a while. Looks like it was not going to happen. Every time there was a shot cross in there was I forgot the guy's name, but he was like a 35-year-old center defenseman, just hitting it out every single time, had 2 line clearances. And then in stoppage time, the man who had 8 goals in 8 games, Projan, scores the goal. And I am going crazy in the Brooks house. We're watching, I was thinking it's going to be great. I went back and listened to the crowd reaction, and then he was called offsides.
Oh, that's
So
heartbreaking.
what turned into a, oh my God, we got a point. Let's just get out of there before it gets worse, turned into a crushing defeat. Now, defeats happen, losses happen. But what made this one worse was because what happened in the table. Darmstadt beats Hanover. That means fourth place is open if Kaiserslautern wins. They would have gone up to fourth, tied with Elversberg on points, but not goal differential, and they could not do it. So because of that, they are sitting back in seventh.
Yikes! You would have been in fourth, but you went all the way down to seventh, or stayed in seventh.
Stayed in seventh.
That hurts.
So it's kind of it was definitely a tough game. Like I said, very defensive game on Hertha part. They got their goal. I wouldn't say they parked the bus. That's not really how they play because they were still threatening on that side, but they were able to just control a lot of their box. A lot of the shots just did not land. So it was a back to reality game for Kaiserslautern, but we'll keep on going.
That's rough. I'll give you that. That's rough.
Yeah. And why of all teams would you let Hertha Berlin win?
I don't know. I'm getting tired of these small clubs coming in here and thinking they're hot stuff.
I know, these minnow clubs. I'm so sick of it.
I know. Wow. No, Hertha is like literally one of the biggest clubs in Germany.
They are. My actual real question is, what in the world are they doing in Bundesliga 2?
Financial problems.
Well, but I'm like teams like them and Schalke should not be in Bundesliga 2.
No.
But you're right. Both teams, financial problems, have them there. Hamburg, financial problems.
However, even after saying all this, apparently, I was not the worst German team that had the worst result on Saturday.
Would you say you were in good company?
I think I was in very good company because another Berlin team had a pretty good game against the superpowers of Bayern Munich, and it took a Harry Kane stoppage goal to tie that game. Now I will say this: the Luis Diaz goal from Bayern. If you have not seen that goal,
Filthy.
Go watch it. Filthy is a fantastic work for that goal.
Filthy.
That was I mean, that was like 1-on-1. Yeah. That was 1-on-1 101. That's what I was trying to say. Because that was crazy how he handled that.
Yeah. Donnie, I have an impromptu quiz for you.
Oh,
where'd your beloved Bayern get Luis Diaz from?
Latin America.
No, like what was his club? What was his club before this? Without Googling either of you,
I cannot honestly tell you.
You got to give me some hints here. You know that both of us are not as.
I mean,
neither of you need to walk alone. Okay.
Oh, okay. So we gotta hang on. Yeah, we gotta hold hands here.
Yes. You know what? This is worth it. Because you'll never walk alone.
Did he come from Chelsea?
Wanderers?
No.
Arsenal?
No. Virgil, please help them out.
Liverpool.
Yes.
Liverpool.
Okay. Liverpool.
But to be fair, when Patrick is asking the question, I was thinking to myself, he didn't come from Chelsea. Why is he framing it like that? So now I know why.
No, that's why I said that to begin with, because I thought he was trying to tee one up that it came from him.
No, I actually was legit. I was only bringing it up because with Liverpool being as poor as they are, and I guess we'll get to their game at some point.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, I won't go into all that just yet, but I'll just put it this way: Liverpool is missing Luis Diaz at the moment.
Are we going to talk about some La Liga too? I mean, because y'all are just talking Bundesliga, you guys are talking English Premier League, and y'all are just disrespecting La Liga like that.
Apparently, you want to talk about Bolton Wanderers because you said Wanderers. I didn't know if you were talking about Wolverhampton or Bolton.
So, both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
You like that?
I like that. Well done. Yeah, I like that. And you're looking good today. You're looking good today, my man.
I appreciate it. I'm going with the no
See, there's no
no
hate.
logos.
There's no hate. No, but yeah, that Luis Diaz. Sorry to get us off track yet again for the umpteenth time, Virgil, but that was a filthy goal. But with how well he's playing for Bayern Munich at the moment, I think that Liverpool is really missing him because with the replacements not and players from last season not really filling what the hole that he left. It's Bayern Munich got a bargain with getting in Luis Diaz. I think he's been outstanding, and Donnie knows that because I mean he's been a long-term Bayern supporter, so he knows just how important these guys have been.
And also in terms of La Liga, congratulations, Donnie, on Atletico Madrid beating Levante.
It's been a long month.
I saw that one. I saw that match. It was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah,
that was actually a match.
Yeah, it was. What do you think about Diego Simeone there, Donnie?
Who?
That was so on point. Who?
Who in the world are you talking about? No, the manager for Atletico Madrid.
Would you? It was cutting out, which is why I kind of said that.
Oh
but,
no, I said.
What were you asking
said,
about?
What are your thoughts on Atletico Madrid's manager Diego Simeone?
He cut off again. He's okay.
I don't have any thoughts.
You don't have any thoughts?
He's okay. He's good.
What about Conor Gallagher? That is a former Chelsea player, by the way.
You're just trying to make me look bad. You're choosing violence tonight.
I'm not.
I don't know these names like you yet. I'm still learning.
No, well,
by the way,
you're a high schooler asking a first grade questions about high school soccer.
No,
and that's where we're at right now.
Well, then let me be fair. Did you watch any of the Atletico Madrid game?
I watched a part of it.
Yes, I watched some of the Atletico Madrid.
What did you think of the performance?
I don't know. It was just kind of like,
Okay. I'm really not trying to show you up. I was just curious.
I think it's time for me to.
I mostly watched.
I did not watch it, so that's why I'm wondering.
I think it's time for me to choose.
I didn't watch very much. I did watch half of the Crystal game because I was gone for part of the day on Sunday. I did watch all of the Bayern game, which this is what struck me because how they pronounce Union, or at least they probably pronounce it correctly. I'm saying it wrong, but every interview is Union. They kept saying Union, and I was like, "Did he say Union?" I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, well,
but anyway,
that's probably the German accent, right? That's
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was
Berlin. You know.
They do say that like that, don't they?
Well, you have to understand. My German accent is horrific, but that's how I believe one would say it. My German friends would cringe hearing me try to say it in their dialect, but you know, that's okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's an adjustment.
Go ahead, Donnie. I'm sorry. I did not. In all seriousness, I was not trying to show you up.
No, go ahead. Tell him he was. He really was. He was disrespecting you like that. Don't you dare take that from him, okay?
Now he's got me feeling really bad.
Don't you dare disrespect him like
that. I'm still learning. I'm still learning the names. I'm still learning a lot of the terminology. Offside. I will say this: offsides really gets me. Still, I've learned more about it this weekend. Yeah, because I was like, they call offsides. I'm like,
yeah. If there's a little bit of it, just of their body ahead before the ball.
Did y'all see? Well, y'all probably weren't watching the match, but I think it was the Bayern game, or was it Crystal? There was one of them they showed. I think it was Bayern. They showed the like the digital. I mean, it looked like freaking something from Churchill Downs with the little red line. Like, yeah, you couldn't have put a piece of paper between there. It's like, how did you see that in real time to question it?
So it's amazing to me with like virtual assistant referee or VAR.
Yeah.
How it's supposed to be something that's supposed to help.
It's
Like
become more of a
but it
detriment.
penalizes.
But well, it does, and but what people don't understand, what people fail to realize is that they're still humans interpreting
Correct.
what the system is telling them. And in fact, I think it's caused even more errors than if you didn't have it at all. It's just now you still have human error that's involved in the game. It's just that now instead of celebrating a goal, whether it should have been, counted or not, you're sitting there for 5 minutes while they're looking at it and you're like, am I allowed to celebrate?
Well, and this is what it reminds me of, and this is what I thought of when I saw it happen. I was like, well, I was like not understanding what constituted offsides until I kind of got that explanation.
They don't know either.
Well, yeah, it's like, oh, it's unfair if we don't have one of our guys between you and the goal. You have to let one of our guys be closer to the goal than you, or you're offsides.
Yeah,
it's whatever. It's a technicality thing. But this is what I was getting at. In relation to baseball, with the new ABS system, this is where we're going with that, because you could have a lace of a baseball clip the millimeter edge of the strike zone and be called a strike just the same.
It's gonna happen.
And that's what's going to happen.
Well, but I'm okay with that, because at least that's going to be a quick thing. I'm saying, but that's a quick thing that you can do that's not going to take 5 minutes. Like, you're going to be able to do this.
Right.
Send it up. You're not sitting there waiting for it to be looked at by New York.
I'm not going to be upset about it.
If that's the case, then that's what they should do with soccer is if there's an offsides and they have that system in place and somebody says, I think that's offside, they challenge it or whatever it's called, and boom, they put up on the screen like, yep, offsides, let's move on.
Well, the offsides, go ahead.
Go ahead, Virgil.
The offsides ones don't usually take forever on the VARs. It's whether there's not a penalty or not. That's the ones that are the red cards. Those are the ones that take the time.
Yep.
Because the Manchester City Liverpool game, the first goal was trying to figure out if it was a penalty or not, and it took a while.
But and also like that the offsides, it's very quick. They see the line, they see a part of it crossing the line. That's it. It's done and over with. They move on pretty quickly when it comes to the offsides part.
Yeah, and I think if you're comparing baseball and soccer, that the baseball one is the most like the ABS system in terms of time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the penalty that they check for with VAR is a lot more like the challenge call in baseball when we're looking at, was a call right, was someone out at second base or third base on an attempted.
You're looking at the ball, the ball in the glove versus the foot on the bag kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Or did the person's foot come off the base when they came in, or did they keep the tag on? And they use the same type of rule about, is it clear and obvious that it's, in order to overturn it.
Right.
A lot of times with penalties too, it's the same type of thing. Is it a clear and obvious error on the field that would cause you to overturn a call on the field? And so, and it can take way too long.
Yeah.
To determine that.
Honestly, I don't have a problem with
something else. No, go ahead, Ed.
I was just going to say, I really don't have a problem with the way I and again, this is me, critiquing the English Premier League, but like, to me, like, if it's offside and offsides, you're like, it's going against my team a lot. I'll say that. So, because it's like, you and you got to also remember, these players already know where they're at in positioning when it comes to the players. So like, by the time this already get to them, they're going to try to get away with it, but they know, hey, I was offside. So that's why you don't see a lot of fight back, because they knew already, because it's been ingrained in their brain and second nature to them since they were kids. So yeah.
Well,
you can see some of them make a smirk whenever something's called against them that they thought they were going to get away with it, and then they're like, nope, you didn't get away with it, and they're like,
I'll say this, and then you guys, I'm sure you guys will back me up. There's too much faking in professional soccer with the injuries. It really annoys the living bejesus out of me.
Oh, you're starting to see it in other sports too now.
Oh God, yeah. In football, you're starting to see that.
Well, didn't we see the first fine a few weeks ago in the NFL for like for
faking
like
Yeah.
for fake injury?
Yeah.
And I'm like, did
soccer
Cristiano-
just get itself in?
did Cristiano Ronaldo just join the NFL and I didn't realize it?
It annoys the shit out of me. It really does annoy the hell out of me. Like, come on, man. Like, dude, just get up.
It's
Let me-
on it's on the time delay tactic.
I will say that making they call it simulation now, a yellow card offense, really has it fixed it? No. Has it changed it where it punishes people a lot easier? Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot which game it was. I think I was watching a Dutch League game, maybe like a year or two ago. A player got sent off because he simulated on a second yellow. And so it's like usually you never see calls like that where they're simulating when they already have a yellow. And Donnie, if you don't know, two yellow cards, you're off with the red afterwards. Yeah,
Right.
To have somebody off for simulation, it's like that's how you try to curb that. You make that a penalty to the fact that we could even be sent off.
Let me ask you this: for the 2 yellows, you get the second one in the match. You offer the rest of the game and then the full match afterwards, isn't it?
Correct.
That's what I thought.
It's a 1-game suspension.
It's a full 1-game suspension. You're
It's-
like if
it's considered what they call a soft. It's called a soft red.
yeah.
So because it's two
There's two forms of red. Yeah.
yellows. But if there's but if it's a straight red, like without a yellow card, it's 3 games.
That's about 3 games.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're right, Ed. Like it's you get sent off regardless if you get 2 yellows.
A second yellow, yeah.
or a red. But then as far as suspension, unless you appeal it, it's
You're
1 game.
on the next game.
It's 1 game for 2. It's 1 game for 2 yellows.
Yep.
And it's 3 games
For a full red.
for a full red,
Yeah.
unless there's considered like extra violent conduct or there's something like with striking an opponent or something like that.
Mhm.
Sometimes disciplinary panels will extend it further than that if they feel like it's necessary.
One
Gotcha.
of the things that I absolutely hate in tournaments, though, that we will talk about this because I'm sure this will appear eventually in the World Cup or in the Euros. Accumulated yellow cards can also get you suspended.
Yeah.
I hate
Depending
that.
on how many yellows you accumulate during the World Cup.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate
I've
the
seen that.
accumulated
I saw that.
yellows. I hate the accumulated yellows and then after a certain round they'll expunge them or they'll
They expunge them in I think the quarters or the semis maybe. But yeah,
Sure.
you can be in a situation where you get a yellow in in the third group stage game, your team makes it to the quarters, but you can't play because you already had a yellow beforehand in another game.
To me it puts a stain on the competition to me.
Yeah. Just follow the normal rules when it comes to, penalties like yellow and red. Like just follow the normal rules. Stop making shit up.
I'm with you.
That's what annoys me. So
I'm with you.
Well,
But
one
Donnie, I
other
think I'm
thing I
gonna
learned in that game.
go ahead.
One other thing I was gonna say that I learned last night in that game in extra time that was funny to me and surprising, but I get it. When late in the game, one of the players for Ottawa went off, like Atletico went off the pitch there, getting the ball,
And
and
they
he
pulled
was
him back.
hurt, and they dragged him back on so that the clock would keep going. It wouldn't be that was just the funniest thing to me, and I
Smart.
get it,
Super
but
smart.
That's one of those little things. It's like because I always I didn't know like if one person's off the pitch, then the clock stops. That's where all your stoppage time and all that comes from, things like that. And that guy's like, no, we want the clock to keep running. We don't want added time, so let's drag his butt back onto the pitch.
It's funny you asked that.
Just in the snow, just dragged him out.
It's funny you say that because Darla we were watching that game and she was like, "Did they just drag him?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's they're doing it on purpose."
So we will get to that game for a minute, but there's a few other Premier League things I want to talk about real quick.
Go for it.
Because I am also, we have to talk about probably the biggest disappointment in the week. And that is a team that I have been championing probably for the past few weeks. Bournemouth laid an egg, lost 4-0 to Aston Villa. And man, they had a full squad too. So I can't even blame like a yellow or red card in that one. Very disappointed in that one. And then also Donnie, Crystal Palace, 0-0 against Brighton. Not the worst result, but also not the best result. You guys did not get Danny Welbeck, which has been usually happening lately, but you survived that.
No, that's only against Chelsea.
I mean, it was it was actually a really good match. It just nobody could score.
Sounds like Chelsea.
Like I said, I only saw the second half, so I didn't see the first half, so I'm not sure how that ran. But the second half was like, man, this is a great match, and so many. I say so many. There weren't a lot of shots on goal that were makeable, but it was so many opportunities to have scored that neither one of them did.
Virgil, I think you made a really good point about. I think that's a good example from Palace. You did it in our group chat. I think that was a good example of Crystal Palace's European exploits. That there's just fatigue that comes into it after a while when you're playing Thursday to Sunday. Was that a Sunday or that was a Sunday game, right?
Sunday game, yes.
Yeah. So when you're playing Thursday to Sunday every week, and Oliver Glasner has even talked about this. I mean, you're going to have Donnie, correct me if I'm wrong on this. You guys are going to have like 3 games in a span of 5 days, I think, coming up. It's like in 3 games.
I believe so.
Because Oliver Glasner was railing about that about a week ago, saying that's thinking about player welfare and all those other things but one retort I'd have to that is they're not the first team that's happened to. it's happened to Chelsea, it's happened to Arsenal, it's happened to probably not Manchester United because they get favoritism, but to other teams it's happened, and it's a grueling schedule when you're in Europe along with all these other competitions because in England you don't get a holiday break like you do in the other European leagues. They play straight through.
So my counterpoint about the European leagues, sorry, Donnie. Let me just get this out real quick. My counterpoint to that is teams like Manchester City, United, even though you hate to say that, Chelsea, Tottenham, they are in Europe every year, pretty much year to year. So they have the team. They already know how to build a team around that because you are guaranteed mostly European. That's where I think Crystal Palace will struggle because they're
not ready for that.
This is really new to them. Not Forest is probably another example of that. They're kind of in an own mess right now, but I mean, they had their game, and Ginger Mourinho got his win against Leeds 3-1. Good match there. So yeah, the European schedule is definitely going to be an albatross on their for them for sure.
So let me ask you this then: so what you're saying is that these big clubs, they have enough players that they can swap out between matches, unlike a Crystal Palace, unlike Forest, like they're going to be suffering because they're going to have to be playing their players a lot more than Tottenham, for example.
Well, yeah, I mean, theoretically, yes, but it really depends on does the manager trust those
the players.
Case, they're still young players. Like, are they going to come in and be able to repeat the performance that the preferred starting 11 will have?
I got you.
But yeah, I mean, they do have squads built for a lot of competitions. Like Tottenham's kind of somewhere in between. Like I think Tottenham's been trying to build toward that, but
they're not there yet.
And it's whether the owners are willing to spend, and also are you meeting profit and sustainability rules, PSR? I think PSR rules have made it a lot more difficult to do that for any team because you've got to, with what players cost now, you got to fall within PSR guidelines to be able to do that. And they don't take into account whether you're in Europe or not. It's just that, if you're in Europe, you have to make the necessary investments to do that, but you've got to find the right signings at the right price in which to do it. And offload players that you don't want. Which is hard because, a lot of times teams like Chelsea will sign a bunch of players, but then they can't offload them. Yeah. And they're part of, and Crystal Palace doesn't have like the money to buy players like Chelsea or Manchester City do, or Liverpool. Don't leave Liverpool out of that. Like they didn't spend $450 million, but yeah, it's
how you really feel though.
Oh no, I mean Florian Wirtz, great signing. But we'll get into that later. But it's tough for teams like Palace. So really, really good first 11. I mean, as competitive as anyone in the league, but you hope and knock on wood, you hope that there's no injuries and that that they can keep up with that pace, because it's a brutal schedule that they play. So yeah, good luck to Palace. They got the right manager for it. They got the right manager for it.
Yeah. So Donnie, I apologize for earlier. What were you going to say?
I was just going to reiterate what Patrick was saying about the schedule. I mean, we just completed a Sunday, Thursday, or a Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Thursday, Sunday. We got another Saturday, Thursday, Sunday, but then coming up, like the week of Christmas, we've got the 21st, 23rd, and 28th. So you're gonna have a Sunday match and then a Tuesday match and then another Sunday match. I mean, there's all these. I mean, it's like we're playing 3 matches every 7 days into mid-January. And I don't know if every team is like that. It doesn't sound like it from what you were just saying, because not all of this obviously is Premier League. There's the other stuff in there as well, which is what many of the weekday games are. But like, again, that week of, we got Leeds on the 21st, Arsenal on the 23rd, and then Tottenham on the 28th. That's a gauntlet of Premier League games in a week's time.
And I'm hoping that we
Christmas.
catch you on the right time.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Tottenham catches you guys on the right time and we are able to get a win out of there.
That's the problem, is that as far as Premier League, everyone has that brutal killer holiday schedule. I mean, it's the
right.
I forget the name, and Virgil, correct me if I'm wrong. I forget what they call it, but they call it like the busy Christmas period, or
I didn't know I forgot what the official name of it. I thought they called it like the winter period or something.
Yeah, something. But like, whereas like your team,
very original.
Yeah, well, my friends have like a special nickname for it, and I can't remember what they call it. But like in France, they're going to have France is going to have a break. Germany's going to have a break. But in England, they just play straight through, and it's.
Well, and it looks like finally Crystal will have a break after the January. So all the way through January 7th is when they have this like 3 games every 7 days. And then they go to once a week for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well,
we got 17th, 24th, 31st, 7th of February. So it's like Wednesday.
Well, the Conference League takes a break starting in January, I think. So,
right.
So a lot of what you're seeing as far as the Thursday to Sunday and everything is going to be like it's going to be you guys and the Europa League teams, and to a lesser degree, like the Champions League teams. The Champions League teams are usually Wednesday, Saturday. So, or Wednesday, Sunday, or Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Sunday.
Okay.
But I mean, I think it's harder, honestly, to be in the Conference League or Europa League than it is the Champions League, because you are so close to the weekend. Playing that 1 to 2 day difference is a big deal, and to me, it makes it much more brutal to try to play your best team all the time.
And Polly, I am in my house. I changed the studio around.
Polly, he's in the great room. Okay.
No, I'm in my office. That's why the producer started. It was like, "Is something different about you?" It's because I changed it up a little bit today. But behind me, you can see the collection of some of my collection of my Legos.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see C-3PO.
Is this in the house or the outbuilding?
The outbuilding.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, well, Donnie knows all about that. He's got a few of those. You're talking about vertical build up.
Anyway,
right?
Virgil.
The other game of note to mention, speaking of building up, this team has not been able to build up any away wins recently, and their woeful streak is continuing. Newcastle loses 3-1 to Brentford. That is another London trip for Newcastle where things just do not work out for them. Early straight red card. I don't know if it was a straight red. I think it was let me see if it was a straight red or not.
I was just gonna look if there was like the table of who's on the bottom of the table right now.
It's not a straight red. It was a two yellow red on that, and then they just
how early was that second yellow that they got?
73rd minute.
73rd.
Yeah.
And who was it? Was
it was Byrne, I think.
Was it Dan Byrne?
Dan Byrne.
Well, Newcastle, for having such a talented team, even without Isak, but I mean, they've got a really good team. They've been abysmal, like you said.
Oh, they're in 14th?
But I mean, they've been abysmal away from St. James's Park. I mean, it's unacceptable for them to be as bad as they've been away from home. I know you're not going to win every game, every away game. I get that. But I mean, they have been dreadful. And Virgil, you made a good point, like especially in London. I don't know what it is about that trip. Most teams fear going to Newcastle. Well, Newcastle has to hope that they get as many points at home as they can, because how many points do they even have away? They need to get some Tottenham form.
All right.
No, that's the truth.
That's actually a good compliment.
Yeah, you guys had the best away form in the Premier League.
Yeah, but we suck at home,
which is inexplicable. I
don't get it either. So don't ask.
But I mean, you're doing the difficult part, getting so many points away from home.
From home.
Newcastle only has 3 points.
Oh, I'm looking at the table right now. It is not pretty.
No.
Yeah, well, but I mean, even with losing Isak, though, I mean, they've got a good squad.
If you've seen some of the Champions League game, they look like world beaters.
Well, I mean, Voltemata has hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, I didn't see. I'll be honest with you, I did not see that coming. I thought he was going to need a betting in period, but he's looked quite good. And then Guimaraes is probably one of the most underrated midfielders in England.
Jesus, their goal differential is atrocious.
And what's the guy's name? The winger, the one that they got from Everton.
Shola Amiobi.
Shola Amiobi, like. There we go. Amiobi. There we go. No, but Anthony Gordon.
Yes.
Yeah, really good. Same player, right? Same
Can
player.
I ask a very legit, 100% legit question?
Go ahead.
Donnie, you're out of this question. The two of you, how much time did you guys spend learning these names, these teams? I mean, I've been sitting here for the past, I would say, 45 minutes. I am absolutely lost. I have all of these names and all of these. I'm like, I'm trying to keep up with you guys, but I can't.
For me, it just starts because I've been really following soccer since 2006.
Is it because you're single? You have no time in your life?
Well, actually, because I was in Germany during the World Cup, but you know what, whatever.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, no, I was in Germany before they hosted the World Cup, so I got to see a lot of the festivities going around that they had planned out.
Yeah,
and once I kind of got hooked on that and started following American players and all the places that they were going to, like I could probably name the entire Fulham roster from 2008, from
Jesus
probably 2010, all because of Clint Dempsey and Eddie Johnson playing there.
My God.
I was going to say, I can name Chelsea rosters. I cannot name Fulham's.
I can't even tell you this year's Yankees roster.
But dude, I know you can.
Not the whole thing, but I can name most of the Yankees players because I had to watch them. I had to watch them so much this year against the Blue Jays.
But for me, what makes soccer so interesting is there's just so much to follow.
Oh my God!
You can stay, and like for me, like I've said with some of the leagues that we talk about, I have a very surface level knowledge of a lot of them. I'd say probably the most in-depth ones are probably Bundesliga and maybe Premier League. And Premier League, I'm still kind of shaky on because I don't really have a team, like we said. But like think about how many countries there are just on Earth.
No, I'm with you.
Almost all of them have a domestic league.
Yep.
Almost all of them have a cup tournament. Just think about all the players that you would see from there, all the games, and it's just interesting how many teams you can run into before, and just kind of see. I remember watching an Asian Champions League game with Pohang Steelers, and I can't remember who I think it was the Aurora Red Diamonds, maybe. And that was a semifinal.
Good call. You are a Red Diamonds. Good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And I remember there was
Bruins.
There was a like a 40-year-old Brazilian guy by the name of Denilson that was playing for Steelers at the time, and the guy it was fun to watch and stuff like that. And it was just a rabbit hole thing, and you get hooked on it, and that's just what happens.
I'm just trying to figure out which, La Liga team I'm going to follow so I can start investing some time and energy in this. And you guys are.
I made a wheel for that for Donnie, and I don't know where that wheel is.
You should look for it because I think I might have a team, but it's not a good team, so I might have to.
I thought you had one.
Yeah, I thought you did. I think you.
Yeah, you did. I thought we did do that.
Yeah, you did talk about it. It was either
because that's where I got Atletico Madrid.
No, the two teams that we've mentioned for Ed that I think he's talked about before was Mallorca and Villarreal.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Real. But you did do the wheel for me.
Zaragoza.
We did the wheel for Donnie because he couldn't name 3 La Liga teams at the time.
That is true.
Right. Yeah. And I got Atletico
Madrid. He still got one that was a champion. I'm like, doggone it, Donnie.
But no, that's just how it kind of starts. Like,
yeah,
that's how it starts for me.
Yeah. Well,
that's awesome. I mean, again, I think I much respect for you guys knowing all of this because it is absolutely
same here.
It's a lot. It really is a lot. You know what I mean? And you guys know your shit. I'll say that.
But it's funny that we talk. Oh no, Patrick. Before I go into segue, I'll let you talk since I think you had something to say.
I've talked enough. I think you can go into the next segment.
Okay. So as much as we talk about leagues that I follow, we talked about, I watched the K League before, J League and all that stuff. There is one league that I do not follow, and that is the Premier League. And they had an interesting final going on, but see, I have to step away real quick. So Donnie and Ed, since you two watched almost all this, you two talk about the insane game that was Atletico Ottawa against Calgary FC.
I'll say this because I was watching it last night. I was during dinner, and I was like befuddled. I was like, it was like insanity. I'm like, am I watching this? So I told Darla, I was like, hold on a second, I gotta text the guys. Like, you guys gotta put this on, right? Because the year before there was no snow. It was no snow on the ground. It was like normal. It was normal soccer, right? A little chilly. Obviously, it's Canada. This year, it was full on blizzard. And this kid, Rodriguez, is it? Rodriguez from Atletico Ottawa?
Yes.
Holy Jesus.
Yep.
This kid is good.
He is really good.
That bicycle kick he had, that he hit the top of the goalpost and then just bounced in. It was absolutely, it was a gorgeous, in the middle of a blizzard, mind you, right? Because like you're trying to kick the ball and the ball could only go maybe a foot or two. That was it.
Yeah, I randomly came across this league a few weeks ago on a Wednesday night and watched one of the early playoff games between York and who was it? It was York and the Wanderers, I believe. And anyway,
I know Patrick wants to say because I know he knows it. Bullshit.
I don't.
And it was I texted Virgil, and Virgil's like, that's even hardcore for me.
He did say that.
And I was like, all right, I got one. And I love that match. I love the energy of that match. And after having watched what little I have watched of Premier League and Bundesliga and some of the other soccer, this one was just, it felt more grassroots, I guess is the best way to put it. Because it was a smaller stadium, but it was a insanely crazy stadium. So then I was like, okay, I think I caught some of the what was it? It was I think it was I caught some of the Calvary Yeah, that's right.
Match.
Because York and the Wanderers was the one that went to penalty kicks that I saw on the 22nd. Then I caught some of the Calvary York game as well. And then I was like, I had it on my calendar or in my brain, not on my calendar, to catch this game last night. And I didn't put it on my calendar. So thankfully you texted about it, or I would have totally missed it, because as soon as you texted about it, I was like, wait a minute, where's that at? Because I couldn't remember where I'd watched it at. And as soon as you told me and I saw the snow, I was hooked. I was like, I didn't watch anything else. I just watched the rest of that match, and it went on. I mean, it was like an hour for them to clear the pitch of the snow and went to extra time.
I went to go get ice cream, came back. I even got scared because Patrick goal, oh my God, that goal was insane. And I thought, I was like, no, I missed the game. I missed it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what?
He was late responding to the bicycle kick.
Yeah, he was.
Well, I was, because I saw it, because I didn't tune in the minute that Ed said you needed to tune in. I wasn't in a position, but online, someone had clipped it up and put it on Twitter. So then I saw it there, and I was like, that was insane.
That was a gorgeous kick. One of the best kicks I've seen in a long time in soccer.
That is hard to execute without snow.
Let alone, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Let alone it.
Yeah, but to have that kind of technique in the heavy snow that they were in, shows you the type of skill that was it Rodriguez that did it. You said
he was Rodriguez.
He got he got both goals.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I know nothing about the Canadian Premier League. By the way, I know absolutely nothing.
I followed it a little bit, but not a lot. To be honest with you,
Donnie's watched more. Donnie has watched. However many games you watched, Donnie, that's how much more Canadian Premier League you watched than I have.
2.5.
So then you watched 2.5 more games other than the little bit of this Canadian, snowstorm that I watched.
I'll say this: it's very comparable to USL. That is, I would put the Canadian Soccer League.
It's not an unwillingness. It's just that since we've been doing the show, I've kind of stayed in my comfort zone of watching things I always watch.
No, absolutely.
But what you guys have done a good job of is Donnie especially kind of like getting to these different leagues, and then
I agree.
You, Ed, going in and showing us like the Ocho stuff and all these things. I mean, I have an ESPN subscription now because of you guys. And so now I'm watching all this stuff. So thanks for spending even more of my money than
you're welcome.
Well, by the way, the thing is, when I came across that Wednesday game,
thank you, Ed.
Yeah.
So Joe, just so you know, yes, it is a good looking hoodie and I love it. You know who's responsible for me buying this? Ed Rivera. It's his Instagram content. Thank you, Rising Creator. And don't worry, Donnie spent plenty of my money too. He sends me stuff.
Y'all spent plenty of mine. It goes around.
Well, we all exactly we have. Yeah, but I'll say this. Listen, I'm not. It's going to take me a while to really get it to the same level, or at least a comparable level of knowledge when it comes to soccer. I do know the rules. I'm getting better with the rules and all that, like the offsides and things like that, right? There's certain things that I'm still a little confused about, like set pieces and things like that. But it's going to take some time for me to get used to it. But every Saturday morning, without fail, it goes on to either on ESPN or on CBS Sports, because there's at least one match that I'm watching.
Yeah,
and usually it's on ESPN because I'm watching La Liga more now, trying to figure out which team I kind of want to follow. Yeah. So it's that's where we're at right now.
To be fair to you, the players don't even know how to figure out set pieces because they certainly don't know how to defend them. Anyways, Donnie, I interrupted you earlier. I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say the only reason I even came across this league was because Rhonda went to dinner with a friend of ours from high school. And so she was out, and I was sitting at home by myself, fixed something to eat, and I just clicked onto YouTube TV, and I went down to sports to see what was on, and it was a Wednesday night, late October. There's nothing on at Wednesday night. It was before I think much of the college football that has midweek games had even started, and I was like, what is this? Canadian Premier League? Okay, well, let me check it out. And I was just hooked on that game. And it was like, just discovered this on a whim. And now it's like, okay, I'm going to be following this league going into next season and see what happens.
Donnie, we need to get you some like throwback games and let you see a cold, wet Tuesday rainy night in Stoke playing Tony Pulis. That's what we need. That's what we need.
We want him to enjoy soccer, not hate it.
Well, no, what we want to see is it's in vogue now to do the long throw, right?
Yes.
Well, Tony Pulis ball was the originator of making the long throw in vogue.
Right.
Rory.
We've talked about movies before. Have you guys ever seen the movie Victory?
No, but I've seen a really horrible soccer movie called Goal.
I've seen Bender Like Beckham.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Goal?
If you get a chance, I don't even know where you can find it. If you get a chance, look up the movie Victory. It has Pele in it. It has Sylvester Stallone in it. It has, I believe, Donald Sutherland maybe in it. There's a few others. It's a like a World War I or II. I think it's World War II camp, prison camp, where the prisoners play against one of the premier German teams. And
Michael Caine's in it.
It's just one. Michael Caine's in it. Yes, he plays the coach, I believe, of the prisoner team.
Donnie's spending more
because he plays like a prisoner.
I had to go and rent it in order to watch it. Thanks, Donnie.
If you get a chance, watch it just because you like soccer, and it's a well done movie. I mean, it's a good war movie. It's like one of those great little sneaky good 80s war movies. But the soccer in it, you guys will probably find interesting too.
I learned something new. I didn't even. I was thinking, in what world did Pele and Sylvester Stallone ever meet, much less be in a movie together? But I've been humbled yet again.
You go.
Like I am most weeks.
Because I'm saying University Cosmos game, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a New York Cosmos thing.
Yeah,
because
that's the only team that he played in the U.S.
Yeah. Well, does Sylvester Stallone say, "I'll be center back"?
That's
I know that's Schwarzenegger.
That's Schwarzenegger, buddy.
I know it is, but it's the most I could do. Had to work with what I had.
That's as bad as your German accent, I guess.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's no way to segue out of that. So let's talk about FCS.
Let's do that.
Now, before we begin, I think it's time for me to gloat a little bit.
Okay.
Because there was during picks on Thursday, there were a few controversial picks that were made. Some of them hit, some of them did not. But one of my FCS picks drew a lot of ire from a few people on the panel, and that was South Dakota beating South Dakota State.
You're right.
Now, I was not the only person that picked this. Donnie, I have to give you credit. You piggybacked off me after I made my case. But I was very, very, very sure about this one, mostly because of how much of a regression South Dakota State has been having.
I should have listened to you. I should have listened.
Did I pick it? Did I pick it and discuss you, and then you picked it, so I stayed with it, or did you pick it first?
I picked it first. I picked it first because, and I have to go back and watch the video because I'm probably wrong on this. I think I picked it first because I was one of those things like if I feel like I'm sure about it, I will jump before everybody else. Right. And then you said it, and then I'm like, damn it, I'm going to be wrong then.
Yeah, I think that you're right. I believe that is the game because I think there was one that you did that on because there was one or two that I picked, and then you're like, oh, I was going to pick that. Now should I change?
I'll say this: it was very close, though.
Oh, it was. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be a blowout by any method. It was definitely close.
Well,
been disappointed in South Dakota State, man. I don't know, man. It's
Ed. You talked about what you still have to learn in soccer, right? Well, I'm in the same boat when it comes like FCS.
Oh, I got you.
So why did I pick South Dakota State? Because I'll be honest, but also because I love their team name.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah,
Like how can I not pick a team called the Jackrabbits? I
that's a
mean,
good name.
that's
I
like
do.
that. Like if I ever have to pick a UC Santa Cruz game, I'm going to pick UC Santa Cruz no matter how bad they are because I like the Banana Slugs. Okay,
That's a good name too. Also, by the way, South Dakota does have a really good name. You know, the Coyotes, right? And then they go
Not
by
as
the
good as the
Yotes.
Jackrabbits. I
Yotes,
said
yeah.
not as good as the Jackrabbits.
See,
Though.
but I like the Yotes. That's a good one. I like the Yotes.
I'm with you on that, but it's the Jackrabbits. I mean, come on. It's like, so Donnie, I know that you're a lot more educated on that than I am, but that literally is how I made my pick. Just like when I picked Lamar, I picked it because it was like it was someone's first name that I know. So
See,
and also,
you sound like somebody's wife making up a March Madness bracket and picking teams with animal
100%.
names and things like that.
100%. And I also picked Lamar because there's like a Lamar County in Georgia next to where I grew up. So
for the record,
represent.
Lamar for me was
I thought
coin flip.
See, I thought you went with Lamar because of Revenge of the Nerds is one of your favorite movies.
I've never seen Revenge of the Nerds.
I have though, and I am very upset I did not make that connection.
Wow, that's good, Donnie.
That's a very good connection.
I've never seen Revenge of the Nerds.
You should
see, and
I don't watch it. I've seen maybe a handful of 80s movies. Ever.
Please tell me you at least seen Police Academy.
No.
I will describe it like I do with any other 80s comedy. It really holds up, except for that one part that does not hold up at all.
True story.
It was Major League in the 80s, or was that 90s?
80s.
80s.
So I've seen Major League. I've seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Okay.
See, I haven't seen that one.
You've never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
How about Bull Durham?
I feel like I have seen Bull Durham. It's just been years since I've seen it. Yeah.
Thanksgiving homework is you need to see that movie before Thanksgiving.
What, Bull Durham?
No,
which one?
He needs to see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles before Thanksgiving.
Oh, 100%.
It's a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah. Do I need to drive to Huntsville to make sure you see it?
No, I will watch it.
He's like, no. Whatever you do, please do not come to Huntsville.
No, like when it comes to baseball movies, you don't watch them until like February. That's when you start prepping yourself, getting yourself ready for baseball field.
I need to watch Bull Durham again because I feel like I've seen it in parts.
Have you seen Field of Dreams?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's an 80s movie.
Yeah, I have Field of Dreams. I've seen a lot of the baseball movies.
By the way, speaking of Field of Bull Durham, the city of Durham has actually approved for they're going to start remodeling that field.
Oh, really? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
DBAP?
As a historic site.
Nice.
So
DBAP.
Yep. We'll see whether Sandlot League is going to be playing next year, but we'll see.
Have you seen The Sandlot?
Of course.
Yeah.
I even showed it to my daughter, dude.
Virgil's favorite movie is The Sandlot.
Listen, we've already kind of blown over that, so like let's not start.
Let's not revisit that pain.
Let's not start that pot again.
Are we not reliving that legendary episode of Break Even Sports about the movies?
No, we're not doing that because we still got a lot of football to talk about.
I was going to say because everyone was going to say like that was the episode where we said, and next week Patrick's going to talk about the rappers. And
yeah, we're not doing that right now.
Patrick never talked about that. I feel like we turned into like an ESPN show where 99% of what we talk about is football. And then there's like the 1%.
Well, there's football and then there's football.
Well, let me ask you this before we move on. Like ESPN programming, Get Up and First Take. Don't you think that 99% of what they talk about in their 3 hours is football? And then there's like the 0.5% is like the betting scandal for baseball or anything else. And this is including outside of the NFL season.
Yeah. No, I stopped watching ESPN.
I don't watch either of them.
Yeah, I don't watch Get Up. I don't watch any of that. Just for the simple fact that, like, if I'm gonna get my football fix, I'm gonna go to NFL Network. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, but like they don't talk about baseball. They barely talk about basketball. They don't talk about hockey, right? Yeah. They don't talk about FCS. They don't talk about the NCAA football, but that's about it. And it's getting annoying.
Well, Get Up on Mondays. It's the same formula every week. So,
yeah, absolutely.
The first hour is football, nothing but football. The second hour is them repeating what they did in the first hour, literally almost line for line, so that people who didn't get up for the first hour can catch whatever they missed in the first hour in the second hour. And then in the third hour, you might get like, 2 lines about, oh, there was this humongous story about a betting scandal that we wanted to make sure we at least mentioned to you.
But that's why we're here. That's why us.
I agree. Here. I'm just saying, like, that's the formula. And I'm like, I could repeat, the main points of that program today because they repeated it 4 times.
Virgil wants to say something so bad.
I'm sorry, but when you're talking about the betting scandal, I was waiting for you to say, we'll talk about this betting scandal, but how does it affect football? Find out in this next hour.
Oh, probably. And you know what? I probably missed that part because I'm sure Mike Greenberg said that and I just missed it. Or they're talking about the betting scandal, and then they say, here's the ESPN Bet Power Hour for for tonight's game between Green Bay and Philly. It's available all day until 1 hour before the game. They literally mentioned the betting scandal, and then they mentioned ESPN Bet. And I was like,
I'm not surprised.
That's shameless.
No, I'm not surprised. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So back to football that they do not talk about. Let's talk about some of the FCS scores because there was actually another upset that happened that I made note of it, and I kind of forgot about it.
Chattanooga Furman.
No, not that one.
Georgia State.
New Hampshire beat Monmouth at Monmouth.
Ooh,
I saw that.
I did not. This one kind of went over the under the radar for me. I did not realize this happened until Sunday.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in another game. I should have known better.
Which game are you disappointed in?
Villanova.
Well, you took a flyer on Towson.
I did. I did talk about NFL. Let's talk about more soccer. Yeah, I took a flyer on that one, and it flopped.
A Philadelphia Flyer?
No.
The one that got me, the upset that got me was the Davidson Presbyterian. I really didn't see that coming. I mean, Davidson hasn't been horrible all year, but they're 2-8
either.
Well, they were 1-8. They're 2-8 now. Yeah, for them to beat Presbyterian, I know that was at home for them, but still, that's Presbyterian. Just I don't know. They've been rolling until this game. I don't know if it was just I don't know if they're looking ahead. I didn't look to see who they play next week, but they didn't. They had 69 yards passing. They had a lot of yards rushing, but it didn't amount to much of anything.
How many yards?
They had 269.
Okay,
nice,
good number.
Yeah, the Presbyterian one, I kind of have to do a double
Monday
take.
Patrick, man.
Let's say some of the other games, and also we will talk about.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
We will definitely talk about some of the games next week because there are 2 SEC teams that are probably regretting scheduling who they scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play at home and look at the schedule and see who I'm talking about, one's super obvious, one's kind of a stretch, but still possible. So, other scores to talk about. I kind of want to talk about the MEAC for a minute.
Okay.
Because we have an interesting situation going on in the MEAC, as you can imagine. So we have focused on Delaware State before. So here's the thing, and I'll go ahead and pull behind the curtain. We will be picking these games soon. South Carolina State and Delaware State are tied right now at 3-0. North Carolina Central are 2-1 right now. South Carolina State plays North Carolina Central this week.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
If Central wins that game, that gives Delaware State outright at 4-1, and then gives Central and South Carolina State 3-1. The following week, South Carolina State plays Delaware State.
Wow.
3-way tie at the top.
So with that happening and NCCU winning their game, we could be possibly looking at a 3-way tie at the top of the MEAC.
Oh, I cannot wait for this.
I know as much as I enjoy watching FCS, I am not knowledgeable on MEAC tiebreakers, believe it or not. I have to probably look up and see how this works.
I'm a little surprised by that.
Well, SWAC tiebreakers are obvious, but I have to admit, I do not know the MEAC tiebreaking situation, so I will have to
listen. I know that you have the rule book on your bedside table. Okay.
You caught me. I just haven't read it yet.
I mean, Ed's got 2 good games in his backyard this week, actually. Monmouth at North Carolina A&T on Saturday.
So I know that's going to be one. But just so you know, for MEAC football tiebreaker system, for a 2-team or multiple team tie, if the tie teams play each other, head-to-head competition will be used to determine the representative. For multiple ties, the head-to-head record versus all teams tied will be used to break the tie.
Okay, so in this situation, everybody's 1-1.
Sounds like they're going down to level 3
listen,
or 4.
If a tie still exists, then the following shall be used. A, 6 points will be awarded for a win against a non-conference Division I FBS team. 4 points will be awarded to a win against a non-conference Division I FCS team. 4 points will be subtracted for a loss against a Division I opponent. And then D, the team with the highest point total shall receive the berth to the Celebration Bowl.
Wow.
If this happens, this is going to be fun.
Listen, it gets better. If a tie still exists, then the following shall be used. The team with the highest Sagarin ranking will win the tiebreaker. And then B, here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
A coin toss by the commissioner will be the last tool used to break a tie.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Please tell me it gets to that. But by the way,
God, I cannot wait for chaos.
Listen, all of this work to get to the Celebration Bowl. Like all this work to get to the
Celebration Bowl's big money for HBCU schools. So I mean, like
it is.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just like
no, I know, but still.
No, I mean, celebrate good times. Come on.
But right now, the projected bowl is going to be a Hornet Bowl with Delaware State against Alabama State.
I love this.
I cannot wait to start picking some bowl games, guys. I cannot wait. I just want you guys to know I cannot wait.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, the bowl preview for the bowl celebration for the picks are going to be fun because we're going to do everything.
But is it really going to be as good as this Packers Eagles game is?
Oh my God, it's horrible.
I mean, by the way, the whole week they're like, this is going to be the game of the week. And I'm like, I bet it's not.
We'll talk about the Marco. There's been some crazy surprises on these games.
Guys, you say it's horrible, but if this was 2 SEC teams, this would be a defensive masterclass we're watching.
Exactly.
Oh, they will certainly spin it that way for sure.
Well, I mean, what do you call it in the Premier League whenever it's an overly defensive battle, Virgil?
I usually call it a bus game.
Well, yeah, park the bus, right? Yeah. So, by the way, Virgil, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Jose Mourinho originate that, or was that used far before he used it?
The first time that I've heard the term, it was attached to some of the Italian national teams because of their counterattack strategy.
Okay.
But the term "park the bus" may have actually come from Mourinho.
Yeah. So, Ed and Donnie, for your edification, that when Jose Mourinho joined Chelsea in like 2005, I think is what it was, he played a very defensive game, and he would, like Chelsea's success relied on defense essentially, and counterattacks. So everyone would always accuse him of parking the bus. So he just, of like being overly defensive. So he said, So he would just he kind of bought into that, and he said, "Yeah, all we did today is I parked the bus, and essentially that's how we got our wins." And so it became
Okay, so I actually looked this up.
So did I.
Mourinho did.
So that's like if.
Go ahead, Donnie.
Keep it going, Virgil. Keep it going, Virgil.
Okay. So
my internet's out.
So Mourinho did coin the term "park the bus." However, it was about another team that he was playing that he was upset he got a 0-0 draw against.
Was it against Liverpool by any chance in Rafa?
Not Liverpool, no. Do you want to take another guess at the team?
Was it Bolton and Sam Allardyce?
Nope. It's Tottenham. Which I'm pretty sure at that time was Redknapp.
Well, no, that would have been Martin Jol.
Oh, y'all? Okay, got my ears off. Sorry. I'm
sure that because I don't know that Mourinho. Well, maybe second stint of Mourinho, he was there when Redknapp was there. His first one, it would have been Martin Jol or Juan de Ramos. Martin Jol would have been 2006, 2007. Isn't that right, Ed? Wouldn't that be Jol?
You got me out on that one, buddy.
So Santini was actually the manager June to November, and then Jol took over after November.
Wait, is that Jacques Santini?
Jacques Santini.
Okay.
Again, you guys' knowledge is insane.
Sorry about that, Ed. I didn't even realize Santini was the Tottenham manager.
I looked that one up, Ed. I didn't know that one on the top of my head.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I had no idea Santini was ever the Tottenham manager. Because, like I said, like you, Virgil, I started following the Premier League in like 2006 when I was in England. So I didn't really follow it too much before that. It was like September 2006.
You went to England?
You what?
You went to England? When did you go to England?
Is this the equivalent of when we ask Eric if he's the season ticket holder for the Wind Surge?
No, I mean, I knew Paul had been to Japan. I didn't know you'd been to England.
Yeah. I'll give you that one. Donnie.
Listen,
so other games to talk about.
One. I'm going to tip my cap to you on that one. That was excellent.
Oh man.
Anyway. I just want to say to Phil real quick. I saw that when he said something about the ties of rock, paper, scissors. I just want to give him a little crap because I can't believe I can't believe that that Furman scheduled such a weak opponent the week before playing Clemson. I mean, they got VMI, which is a cupcake before they played Clemson. What's up with that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. VMI...
That is shameless coming from a Clemson fan.
That is absolutely shameless.
Wow.
You guys do nothing but schedule cupcakes. You face LSU.
At the end of the year.
Oh, so now you're called. Oh, Phil, that's you heard that, Phil. Patrick called you guys a cupcake. Just so you know, that Patrick said that. Phil, not me.
Well, at least I support our troops, okay?
So. Oh, God.
2-0. That's 2-0 on you right there, Patrick. 2-0 on you right there, back to back.
What's 2-0?
I have clearly lost control of this show.
Yes, you have.
Listen. I bagged a brace. I don't know what you're talking about. You got
Virgil, continue.
I'm trying to.
I got you on the England, and I got you on that.
I'm going to start muting people.
I'll stop.
All right. So let's talk about some of the other games here.
Yeah.
We almost had another winless team win their first game.
Almost.
Mercyhurst beat St. Francis by 1 point.
Woo.
They made it interesting, at least.
Made it interesting to say the least, but 16-15 can't do anything about that.
Ron, and can I just say something? Anything I say to Donnie does not go toward you, Rhonda. Rhonda, you're the best. Just want to make sure she knows that.
Hey, at least Murray State, we knew that they weren't going to be in it at all.
Hey,
that was probably their best bet, though. That was probably their last shot.
That was their last shot at actually winning a game, and I don't think they're winning one like for the rest of the year. That's it for them.
Murray.
Because they got North Dakota, and North Dakota's pissed off that they had a really good close game against North Dakota State, even though they lost.
Murray.
And then they got Indiana State. Oh, man, they're done.
Where's Indy? Is that at Indiana State or is that at Murray State?
At Indiana State.
Okay, yeah, they're not winning that one.
Listen, if Murray State couldn't beat Georgia State, that's their season's done. When they lost to Georgia State, their season was officially through.
Yeah.
Another game that was interesting, although they did not win, a near upset almost. Norfolk State almost goes into Durham and beats NC Central. They only lost 31-28.
I saw that. Yeah, so that I was a little nervous about that one.
Yeah, North Dakota State beats North Dakota. Very good game out of North Dakota, in my opinion. I thought they really had them there, but they found a way in the end, as always.
Watch out for North Dakota, though, when it comes to the playoffs, man. I'm telling you, that team is, they could make some noise if they get the right bracket.
Yeah, I agree. I always look, North Dakota does good unless you pick them to beat South Dakota, and then they just don't show up.
True story.
But a team that does show up, and one that I was really nervous for in the beginning because they had to come back for a while, Youngstown State
Dude,
beats Southern Illinois.
I was sweating bullets there.
That was probably, I wasn't sweating bullets on that game, but I was sweating bullets on the next game because I want you guys to explain something to me. How do you throw 7 touchdowns and still lose a game?
Are we talking about Western Carolina?
We are talking about Western Carolina. How do you throw 7 touchdowns and lose it? Patrick, are you okay?
I'm resisting the urge to say something else.
Hold on.
I was going to say you could ask Clemson.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh. Guys, I just restored order. Why are we doing this?
I don't know that we've thrown 7 touchdowns in a game this year. So
I was actually more talking about when you lost 46-45, but.
Oh, wow. Okay. Touche.
God damn, Don, you going to take that from him?
What am I going to do?
How dare he do something like that?
But once again, my Mercy Bears prevail. I watched a good bit of this one, and I was already ready to, start the show all dejected because having, my FCS team lose and my Bundesliga 2 team lose, it just piles on.
Yeah.
It does. It really does.
But they found a way, and they get an interesting game next week. I'll be curious what the line for that game is, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
Shout out to there's a couple of good games though, like Eastern Washington made it a close one against Montana.
Yes, but did you see how that game ended?
I did not.
Oh yeah, that was.
I sent the video to this one. Eastern Washington is on I'll say they're 2 or 3 yards. They're inside the 5, and they're driving the ball down there. Well, they have to spike the ball, and Eastern Washington's quarterback fumbles the spike, and Montana picks it up to win the game.
Oh,
yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Absolutely. That is a terrible way to lose a game if you're Eastern Washington. It is a hilarious way to lose a game if you're a neutral or Montana.
Wow. Montana's like,
exactly.
Oof.
Yeah, to say that they dodged a bullet there is an understatement.
Golly.
It's a grisly way to win.
Patrick, no.
Oh, Merch is $250,000 in NIL money. That's paid off.
Hey, it didn't win the conference. Prairie View A&M wins 48-5 against Alabama A&M. I just wanted to say A&M scored 5 points, so let's move on from there.
Who's that against?
Prairie View.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that was going to be a bloodbath.
The same Prairie View that let me down the week before.
Yeah,
that same one.
Yeah.
Should have beaten Alabama State.
Merrimack loses to New Haven. I think New Haven is new to Division 1 or FCS this year, so I always like to point out a new one. Patrick, West Georgia beats UNA at Florence, so good win there.
Go Wolves.
Austin P, baby.
I'm a little surprised by that scoreline.
So am I.
I saw somebody in the grocery store wearing an Austin P hoodie today, coming home from work.
If they don't go there,
It's
it's
random.
It's still a cool logo. That's what it is.
Listen, I've seen a few of these FCS teams ever since we started talking about them. What was the one that I texted you about, Virgil, that I said I saw?
Oh gosh,
It was on my flight. We were talking about it. I'll have to go back and look, but it was one of these FCS teams that we were talking about, and I was like, how in the world am I seeing this? Like, I would have not known, like, before we started doing this show, like, what that was, and then I was able to say, hey, I like your shirt.
I feel like it was one of the Ohio Valley teams, but it's not.
I think it was. It was something like that.
Other games we have Lamar beat Southeastern Louisiana 14-12, so Lamar has the sole possession of the Southland, but their battle's not over yet because another team is coming to play against Lamar, Stephen F. Austin, and we're going to be picking that one too.
It's all in the wrist.
Polly, that's not the Lamar we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sure he knows. Hey, how about that Idaho State though against Cal Poly?
Yeah, Idaho State's been kind of down this year, so
they both have been down.
Mm-hmm. The UT Rio Grande beating Nichols.
I saw that. Yeah.
After what McCutcheon was talking about with UT Rio Grande, I've been wanting to watch them a lot more. And man, that's a great environment.
Okay, all right. How about the Cowards?
I think. Oh yeah.
How about those Cowards winning against Idaho?
We don't need to talk about that game.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Enough said.
Listen, that's not the Mountain Time Zone. That didn't happen.
I think we need to get Paul Caputo on something here. We need to send him over to Northern Colorado and get him to change it to Bears with a Z.
Just so he can have something to root for.
The Bears.
But we're talking about this week, guys. I haven't gone through the full slate of games yet, but there's quite a few games to talk about, and the first one starts Friday. So as I already mentioned, South Carolina State against North Carolina Central.
Oh my God, I can't. That's gonna be good.
To say that this has Celebration Bowl implications, pretty much.
And it's a 5:30 p.m. on ESPN too.
I have no idea why it's that early.
That's what I say. That's an early Friday right there. I mean, you're barely off work.
Is North Carolina State playing on Friday night by any chance?
Yeah. Donnie, I'm not off work.
Listen, Durham, unless it's unless Duke is playing.
Let me take a look at the FBS
schedule. I wouldn't think so. Let's see here. Hang on. I'll flip the ACC schedule real quick here. I'll tell you.
Yeah, nope. Duke doesn't play on Friday.
Clemson's at Louisville is the only ACC game on Friday.
Right.
So I don't know why they're playing that early. There's probably a reason that we're not aware of.
It's not like a homecoming game or anything, is it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Ed, we have a problem.
Why?
Because there is a game that's happening tomorrow that we were not able to pick. That I feel like we've robbed America of us being able to pick this game.
I know. I saw it.
I'm so upset.
I saw it. Yeah.
For those who are wondering, the Battle of the Wagon Wheel.
It is tomorrow.
Akron is tomorrow, and we can't pick it because I did not think to look that far ahead.
I got Kent State all the way, though, so I don't care. Even though they let me down last week, I got Kent State. You've been with on the Kent State on the wagon wheel, so we're going to stick with the Kent State Golden Flashes to win the wagon wheel.
Wagon wheel's coming back to Kent.
Yep, it's coming back.
So, well, we can pick it tonight, and you can text Eric.
Let me do that real quick.
Not everybody picked Kent, guys, because I said this last week. As soon as we all picked Kent State, I said, fuck. I literally said that.
Okay, I won't pick
on
Kent.
The show.
I'll take Akron at home.
Because
I'll take Akron at home. Does that make you feel better?
do it for the content, okay? Hashtag for the content here, okay? Because I got screwed out of that one. Who got a safety? Is that a safety? Oh, no, they didn't have it.
All right, I'll take Akron at home.
Okay, I texted Prophet, so let's see if he actually answers in time.
Or if he even cares.
He's gonna say, "Why are you texting me so late? This is weird." So, Donnie, you picked Akron.
We're interrupting his Packers game.
Well, he picked the Eagles, so I mean, I don't even know who he's really caring
Absolutely.
about. Okay, Ed's Kent State. I am going Kent State.
We're gonna give Patrick Akron. He's probably gonna pick Kent.
Oh. This is probably why the other game. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Nothing. Never mind. Blah. Brain fart.
Oh, what? Did you find something?
There's another game on, though, tomorrow night. Ohio, Western Michigan looks like a pretty good matchup, too.
The Broncos against Ohio, the Bobcats. Oh, Ohio's a much better team. Bobcats that's a good team in the Bobcats.
I like watching the Bobcats.
I cannot tell you how happy I am to have Mac back on Tuesdays. You know, some action Tuesday night. Oh, so happy for that.
I mean, there's some good Wednesday games too. You got Buffalo, Central Michigan. You got Toledo and Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, oh yeah. Don't look at that Northern Illinois, Massachusetts.
I don't even know why that's on TV right there.
They're all on. Like I said, Buffalo is on CBS Sports Network. ESPN2 has Toledo. ESPNU has the Northern Illinois game. I mean, Kent State is on ESPNU, and then Ohio is on ESPN2. Again, Maction, baby. So Maction. Playing in the middle of the week. That's amazing.
Thursday nights, you got Troy Old Dominion. Dang, there's some good games on this week every night.
Prophet has made his pick.
Kent.
Okay.
Akron. Good for him. Good for him. Okay, Donnie, you can go back to picking Kent now.
No, I'll take Akron.
Okay, so we'll wait for Patrick to return for his pick. As we do that, let's go over some of these other games here. Let's see. So we talked about South Carolina State against North Carolina Central.
Correct.
Definitely looking forward to that one just because of like I said, of what that means for MEAC standings.
There's some serious ramifications of this game.
Absolutely.
Imagine North Carolina Central winning.
Yeah, if North Carolina Central wins, that's going to make that's the only way the tiebreaker, the three-way tie could happen. North Carolina Central has to win that game.
I know that all of us are looking so forward, looking for this tie. So Morgan State. Wait, Norfolk State might have a shot at winning against Morgan State. Maybe.
I don't know. They did look good against Delaware State, kind of until the end.
Yeah.
So I'm not sold on that game. Going down some of the list, we got East Tennessee State, Western Carolina. Western Carolina is a team I'm kind of keeping an eye on to see. I haven't seen any playoff bubble projections yet, but I'm wondering if Western Carolina is going to be on there or not. Davidson at Marist is not really good. It's another Pioneer League game. A good 6-3 Pioneer League matchup between Drake and
Dayton. Yeah,
that could be a good one. St. Francis has a chance to win their game again against Long Island University. We'll see how that goes.
Hey, Harvard is 8-0, buddy.
I think. I mean, St. Francis they got Long Island this week, and they've got Stone Hill next week. So actually have a chance of getting a win out of one of those two.
Well, we're not going to pick a Harvard game yet until the Yale game because Yale is right behind them at 4-1 in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to.
And Yale is going against a bad Princeton team, so it's going to be.
Yeah, I think Harvard will have that one pretty much taken care of.
Yep.
Oh shoot! Just lost mine. See, you had me looking up Harvard's schedule, and then I lost my place. So Thank you for that.
Oh my God, dude. Here's a game for you. South Dakota, Southern Illinois.
Yeah, that was one that may be on our list. Patrick,
Yes, sir.
we have added a game to picks
Uh-oh.
due to a oversight on my part because I did not realize this game was on Tuesday. Battle of the Wagon Wheel. Kent State.
Akron, Kent State.
Akron, Kent State. Who do you have?
Kent State.
All right.
Alma mater, baby. Let's go. Go Kent, baby.
I was going to say, you don't think I'm going to pick against my guy Ed, do you? I don't care if Akron is at home.
Let's go.
This is the Golden Flashes, baby. We're taking the wagon wheel back.
By the way, did you see the kits that they came up with for this week for that game?
And an X Factor in that game.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
And
Check it out. Look it up.
Kent State's brand new coach. Reminds me a lot of like the way the players are, the players at Notre Dame backed Marcus Freeman.
Yep.
So what?
What?
What a catch.
In the Packers game?
Devontae Smith. Holy Jesus.
Was it
as good as the Indiana catch?
Touchdown, baby. Eric is not happy right now. I can tell you that.
He picked the Eagles. Like, don't forget this.
He picked the Eagles, but he's a Packers fan. He is not happy right now.
Terrible. No,
Terrible.
Sorry. Let me make sure I do this.
Good.
Why are you not covering him? Why are you not
when Eric's not happy, we all win.
That's terrible.
Oh my God. He almost threw that from the 50 yard.
We already have. Jeff Halfway can't allow that to happen. That's terrible.
I didn't know this dude got that arm strength like that. Hot damn.
Talking about Jalen?
Yeah.
Jalen's got an arm.
Dude, he threw that from almost a 50 yard.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, it's nice to see that there was at least a little bit of action in that game.
I know, right?
Goodness.
Hey, are we picking, is it on the list, VMI Furman? For us to pick, or we're just going to bypass that one?
Do you want a spread game of that one? Like,
no, I do not. I don't care for that one.
Sorry, no offense to Phyllis Furman, because Furman has been showcased before, but VMI is 1-9.
What is Furman's record actually?
5-5, I believe.
Okay. So Coach Hendricks doesn't have a losing record yet. Okay.
No, but here are some. I did tease two FCS versus FBS games, and wondering if the SEC schools probably regretting scheduling these games or not. The first one in question, undefeated Tennessee Tech goes to Lexington, Kentucky, not South Carolina, to play 4-5 Kentucky.
Listen, they better be careful.
I usually avoid games like these for picks, but I need to see what the spread is going to be.
There's no spread yet?
No, I can't find a spread for this one yet. Usually I'll find them out probably Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay. It's only Monday, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
What about the next one?
Let me see how far down it is before I get there.
What was the first one?
I don't see another.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The other one I'm thinking of next week. No, I'm a week off. The one I'm thinking.
Okay, I was about to say I didn't see another SEC. Okay.
No, the other SEC one I'm thinking of is going to be next week.
What was the first one you said there, Virgil?
Tennessee Tech against Kentucky.
Okay.
Undefeated Tennessee Tech against Kentucky.
Although Kentucky's coming off a huge win against Florida.
Yeah, who will pick that one?
Oh, yeah.
Is this another chance for you to gloat again?
I don't get it often. I can't do it in fantasy. So, I got to gloat somewhere.
Don't worry, I can't either.
Nope.
You are 3 points behind. What are you talking about?
I don't want to fucking hear it.
No, Kentucky's about to win. You act like Jacobs is going to get 3 more.
There's 10 fucking minutes left in the game. Of course you're going to win.
No, I'm not. He's not going to get it.
There's 10 fucking minutes. There's 10 fucking minutes. That's three catches for 10 yards.
Patrick, you need to have more fiber in your diet because you're full of shit.
Can't nobody believe you. Moving on.
Okay, going back. See, I lost my point again. Samford. We have not talked about Samford firing their coach yet.
Did I send you guys that?
I did. I think I sent it. Somebody sent it. I don't remember.
Someone did.
But yeah,
and they fire their head coach, and then they go and play against Austin Peay.
Yeah, not a good not a good start for the interim on that one.
I know that nobody cares about this one, but I care because they're my backyard. But there's two Carolina teams that are going against each other in the FCS. That's Elon and Campbell.
I almost brought that one up because I was curious if you were Elon. Where is Elon? Is that near Burlington?
Yeah, that's okay. It's very close. So I'm very intrigued by this one. Campbell has looked good in the last couple of weeks. It's just, I mean, last week they made it close. It's just they couldn't close it out. So I'm very intrigued to see how this one pans out. I'm hoping Campbell pulls it up, and I'm hoping for Campbell. And there's some points right there for your boy.
Well, I will. I'm keeping track of that game. You don't need to worry about that.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
not gonna happen
because I don't think Romeo Dobbs is going to score 10 touchdowns in the next 9 minutes. So my game's pretty much over.
So my game is over too. So
no, oh my God, no, it's not, Patrick.
Oh Jesus, what a tackle!
Presbyterian. Now Presbyterian actually has a game that I'm looking actually forward to seeing. 8-2 Presbyterian against 7-3 St. Thomas, Minnesota. Both one's 4-2 in Pioneer, the other one's 5-2. That's going to be a fun game at just O'Shaughnessy Stadium in St. Paul.
Is it St. Paul, Minnesota, the one that spent $1 gazillion for their new facility?
I don't think it was $1 gazillion. They are the one that jumped from Division 3 to Division 1 because no one from Division 3 wanted to play them anymore.
Why did they jump from 3 to all the way to FCS? Or why couldn't they just go to D2?
I don't remember the reason they gave for that. So I have to go back and look at that one up. Let me see. Where were some of the other ones here? Florida A&M's playing Alabama A&M. I just wanted to say that one. Just give A&M credit. How are we feeling about this game, knowing what's happened recently? Illinois State going to South Dakota State.
That's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game, but I'm
intrigued.
I want to see what the line is here because I think when it comes to offenses, Illinois State may have. I know they have a better quarterback in Rittenhouse, but Illinois State may edge South Dakota State on this as the better team. Like on paper, is what it looks like. So we'll see how that one goes.
It's going to be good because it's in Southern Illinois. I'm intrigued for this one. I am.
Outside of one game, Illinois State has scored over 30 points in all of their wins, and they've scored 30 points in one of their losses, but one of their losses was to Oklahoma to start the season too. So
right.
So yeah, I'm with you on that. Their offense, I think, is a little stronger than South Dakota State's.
Chattanooga travels down to Macon to play against Mercer, which
go Bears.
Which is funny because Chattanooga Mercer was actually the first game I saw last year when Mercer played against Chattanooga and beat them. So this is where it all started between these two teams.
This is what it all started with the FCS?
Well, not the FCS, because I was following like SWAC beforehand. But I mean, as for that was my first SoCon game for sure. So I guess getting out of that, yeah.
I mean, you take the record out of it, it could be a pretty good game despite the difference in their records.
Like I said, Chattanooga's got the talent. They just have not. they've just had a lot of mistakes this year. They just are really been down. That's a team that's kind of, I'm surprised by their record. Usually they're more competitive in the SoCon, and they're usually more competitive for like pushing for a playoff spot. This just hasn't been the year for that.
All right.
Northern Iowa travels to North Dakota State. I don't expect anything there.
Guys, all I'm gonna say is, can I just say this? All right, we're following FCS football this year. Next year we gotta add another one. We gotta add some Division 2.
Oh yeah.
So Division 2 is kind of hard to track sometimes because
There's so many.
there's so many and it's all regional based.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, Division 3 is kind of the same. So it's, I don't try to not talk about them. It's just that I have to put in a lot more research into it compared to FCS.
Also, can we just talk? We got to do a bracket for these logos for FCS Division 2, Division 3 because there's so many cool ones. I mean, for example, Ferris State is one of my favorite logos.
Ferris State's good. I like Ferris State.
Yeah, I have nothing wrong with the Ferris State one, but I'm afraid that the winner is going to be Youngstown State because I'm going to pull their penguin logo and not the Y.
Oh, you have to pull the penguin logo.
Already done. Like that's going to win.
Yeah. Oh God, I love that logo. The wife would be very happy. That's her school right there. So
those logos are fire. I mean, sorry, those helmets. Those helmets are fire.
Those penguin helmets. God.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about those things. I do. You know what I mean? So
well, listen, not that I have an office of any sort, but I would love to have that type of helmet in like to display somewhere, or like a mini version of it.
Mm-hmm.
They should really do mini helmets of like some of these schools that have really cool helmets. Do they do it for do they do it for the division for FCS and all them too?
Probably not nationally.
Well, shoot, let me know if they have one of those Youngstown State ones. I might have to pull a Donnie and get it.
Green Bay scored.
Oh my God! You know how much that mini helmet is on eBay?
$70.
$75.
I believe it. I believe it.
Oh my God!
Okay, we can call this. I can go ahead and do this.
Breaking news! Oh God! Breaking news! We got breaking news, guys.
I've seen enough. Congratulations on Gridiron Greats for beating Dad Hat in fantasy after the.
Oh! I told you. I told you. I told you.
Considering I did horrific
shot it.
Of like, I didn't even play Jameson Williams this week. I'm like, I played Garrett Wilson.
I told you. There it is. 110 to 102. You can definitely call that because he scored a touchdown.
I'm calling that. Unless if Josh Jacobs fumbles 4 times between now and then.
Which he could.
No, he's not going to. He's not going to probably touch it again after this.
No, I've been trying to tell him all fucking week. That's why I said, shut up. I love you. Shut up.
I've been doing it just to get a rise out of you, and it's been great.
So I tell you what, Ed, you got me scrolling down through Division 2 standings, just looking at conference or like team names.
You're welcome.
There's a Boll Weevils.
Yeah, there is.
There's Arkansas Monticello Boll Weevils. There's a Peacocks. There's that is Upper Iowa Peacocks.
Oh, I didn't know there was a second Peacock team.
There's a couple of others down here. There's the Tiffin Dragons.
Yep.
Yeah, there is. Oh shoot, where was it? Hang on, I gotta get back down here. There was a couple of cool ones down here. There's the Javelins. Javelinas, excuse me, Javelinas.
No, Javelinas.
There is
Javelinas.
Javelinas. Okay. There's the Ichabods.
I love the Ichabods.
Texas A&M Kingsville Javelinas. Yeah, you've got the Washburn Ichabods. Central Missouri Mules.
What about the Valdosta State University Blazers, man?
That's Championship City to you.
Yeah, it is. Dusty Bonner, my man. Dusty Bonner.
Oh, this is a Patrick. This is a Patrick one right up in Pace Setters.
Yeah. Pace University.
You have not
Jamestown College Jimmies.
You haven't gotten to my favorite one yet.
The University of Mary Marauders.
Keep going.
All right, I'm still going down here. Let's see. There's a couple others down here.
We're waiting.
There's so many animals that are just blah 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 blah. There's the Scots. There's the Vulcans.
Vulcans isn't a bad one.
The Ore Diggers.
Excuse me?
Yeah, can you repeat that one?
Ore Diggers.
Okay.
Colorado School of Mines.
Oh my god!
Tell me what you.
Come again?
Can you say it one more time?
Hey,
I really didn't catch
I thought
that.
maybe my internet was. I thought my internet was cutting out. Okay, you're messing with me. I get it.
Yeah.
No, well, no. I mean, I really didn't understand.
I'm at the bottom of the list. What did I miss?
What was that? What was that one?
My two favorite from Division II, Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Where are they at? What? I didn't see that.
They should be there.
Go ahead.
And then the Colorado State.
What conference?
I don't know what conference they are. And then the Colorado State Pueblo Thunderwolves.
Yeah, I've seen that. The Thunderwolves. Yeah, that was a good one.
Johnny, what was Montana Tech
I
again?
think I did see Thunderwolves. Montana Tech?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I say Montana Tech?
I thought you did. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Too bad that ESPN, like when they got the teams and everything, but they don't have. You cannot click on any of those names.
No.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't even mention Columbus State University, my alma mater.
Isn't that a 2-year school?
No, it's a 4-year school, but the C stands for quality. Thank you so much.
Do you know there's a Columbus State in Columbus, Ohio, which is an actual?
Well, is that a 2-year?
Yes.
No, I said this is a 4-year one, but our C stands for quality. Okay.
It is. It's actual. It's a 2-year.
Well, our C stands for quality, like I said. So
Carnegie Mellon, the Terriers.
Yeah, my school only has Division II basketball, no football.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think Columbus State has football either. They've been trying, but
they also had Division I hockey for a while, but that went away sadly.
Who did?
UAH.
Ooh, ooh-ah?
That's not. We don't.
University of Alabama, Huntsville.
Yep.
No. Is that where did Roman Reigns go to University of Alabama, Huntsville? Is that where he goes? Ooh, ah.
No. He went to Georgia Tech.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
he did. Lake Erie Storm. That's a young. I know that one.
You said Wonder Boys, right?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. Okay. Yeah,
Tech.
Great American Conference.
Okay.
Brother, what about Central Missouri?
I don't remember seeing Montana Tech or.
Okay, well, I could have been wrong. I'm sorry. I probably just had it, in my mind. So.
Oh, and I do have some bad news for picks for this week.
Oh, tell us, Wade Barrett.
We are. Thank you. I like that compliment. We are going to have to pick a game with the Cowards in it. Because the Cowards are going to Bozeman, Montana.
Ooh.
I told you that game was. I told you that game.
I know. And I guess under protest, we will have to pick this one.
I got you. But by the way, I just want to mention the Central Missouri. They're known as the Mules.
He said that.
Yeah, the Mules. Great name.
Slippery Rock, the Rock. No, that's pretty bad to me. Slippery Rock, the Rock.
No, I know. I like that.
Is that their name?
Minnesota State Moorhead Dragons. God, what good names in Division 2.
A lot of dragons.
Like I like the Lumberjacks of Humboldt State.
Because Tiffin is another dragon. Tiffin University.
And I have Virgil to thank for this because he did this for me out of his kindness of his heart of a few weeks ago. But can we please talk about the Delta State Statesmen?
See, I like Delta State because they only have not only do they have the Statesman, they have also the best unofficial nickname in the Fighting Okra.
100%.
Yeah, I love the Fighting Okra.
Yeah, and I've been
ever since Johnny Bolin got that hat. I want a Fighting Okra hat.
Yeah, I was clamoring to get to pick a Delta State game, and Virgil kindly allowed that to happen a few weeks ago, and I just want to go on record publicly saying thank you, Virgil, for that.
I mean, I took a loss in the end because I picked against them, but it happens.
Listen, I knew I had to pick Delta State, even if it was against, what's that? What's the? Is Mount Union Division 3?
3.
Yeah,
the Purple Knights.
Are they still perennial champions in D3?
I mean,
no, not recently.
Yeah,
because it seemed like for a while it was just kind of like a formality that Mount Union would just win the title every year.
It's kind of been jumping around a little bit.
For the integrity of the competition. Let's see. I like the Red Foxes at Marist, and of course Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers. I didn't realize Coastal Carolina, are they D2 in football?
No, they're FBS.
D1, right?
Yeah, they're D1.
They're in the Sun Belt Conference, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They're D1.
Yeah, because I was going to say Georgia State lost to them this weekend. So, I'm used to a lot of losses, and I was like, surely they're not D2.
Let's take a look at. Now I'm all intrigued about the.
There's not a lot of good Division 3 names though.
I am looking at their top 25. Mount Union is number 2.
Who's number 1? Is it Portland?
North Central.
North Central. Okay, that's
North Central.
Yeah, so number 1 is North Central. Number 2, Mount Union. Number 3, Johns Hopkins.
Oh.
Number 4, University of Wisconsin River Falls. Then you got Bethel, Wartburg, Christopher Newport, St. John's, John Carroll University. That's a really good school.
Mm-hmm.
University of Wisconsin Platteville, Salisbury, another University of Wisconsin Whitewater, Hardin-Simmons, University of Wisconsin La Crosse.
Hey, respect UW La Crosse. That's where my parents went.
The Powell.
Patrick picked them to beat Whitewater when we picked that game.
I sure did.
Wow, look at these.
Yeah, but my mom went there.
I'm going to finish out Hope, Barry, Wheaton. Then you got Central, Cortland, Randolph-Macon, Trinity, Texas, Susquehanna, Wabash, and then Franklin and Marshall are your top 25.
So if we're talking about Division 3, one of my favorite team names is the Knox College Prairie Fire.
Prairie Flyer?
Fire.
Oh.
By the way, in D2, how do we not talk about the Edinburgh Fighting Scots?
Well, Donnie mentioned Scots, and then we kind of went away from that. I guess
Edinburgh Fighting Scots.
There's several Scots in
listen,
Division
is that
3
how,
as well.
Were they inspired by the Florida Fighting Donnies?
Well, the Florida Fighting Donnies were definitely not inspired.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
We will.
So, Donnie, I'm going to need for you to tell me what's going on in Jacksonville, man.
And Carolina.
I will have an update.
Okay, well, because I need to know what your boy Trevor Lawrence. Oof.
Everybody's entitled to a bad day now and then.
A bad day? How about a bad year?
A
bad couple of years.
I was just about to say, and where does every now and then come in?
Right.
I mean, to be fair, his defining moment this year is when he fell down.
True story.
Yeah.
Got up, but fell down.
And you know what his other defining moment is? Like flicking off his coach, Liam Cohen.
Oh, I think it's like keeping his nose on national television.
Oh, well, that too.
I love it.
Well,
Donnie's like, I'm never coming back to this show ever again.
Well, that's it for FCS. As you can tell, I have a very good handle of today's show. We have not gone on any tangents whatsoever.
None.
But
you stayed right on this road.
This is a very professional, first-rate show.
But are there any? We got any F1 topics to talk about? Any hockey you want to talk about?
No, that's not me. The Verstappen, I'll say this: he started in the all the way in the hell in the back and came in and came into third place. Norris got number 1. So Piastri struggling there, but at the very least, he's got some points. But yeah, it's Piastri is it's going backwards instead of forwards, which is not a good thing in F1. And that was your Formula One report.
Well, and hockey-wise, I just want to say shout out to the Anaheim Ducks for leading the Pacific Division. They've gotten off to a flyer. They've played really well, and Joel Quenneville has really done a great job with this young team. Dostal looks great in goal. Leo Carlson is really coming together and playing like the number 2 pick that he was, and Seneki and Gautier. They beat Vegas last night, so that should tell you something. Sorry, Winnipeg, and then they beat Vegas the other night. So they're beating teams that they used to get trounced by as late as last season. So it's been a really fun start as a Ducks fan, and excited to see if they can keep it going.
We talked this morning about the Carolina Hurricanes 4-game win streak this past week as well. They've moved up to second place in the Metropolitan behind New Jersey. So they're doing pretty good. My Florida Panthers, not so hot this year. 7-7 right now. So they're dragging the bottom of the Atlantic.
Keep losing.
Is Marchand in the right headspace because of what's happened to him personally, or do you think that? Because I feel like he's had one emotion after the other. Because he had obviously that friend that he lost, and then he came back, and then he went to Boston. And they did that video tribute, and he was a mess during that.
Marchand may be a good person, but he's a shitty asshole on the ice, and I can't fucking stand him.
He hasn't. It hasn't just been him. It's not all on him. So they just haven't played. They're up right now. They're up 1-0 on the Golden Knights right now, but we'll see.
Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah, who have been good themselves. The Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, they're right behind the Ducks in your division.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is the Ducks have played like 3 games less than some of those teams, and they're still at the top. So
good.
I'm not saying. Well, I mean that's like your second team, isn't it, Ed?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not used to this recently. Like it's been horrible to watch.
Again, I go back to early Disney movies for the Ducks with me, so that's when I really started following hockey. Was with the
I know Virgil started following them because of the Flying V, but
absolutely,
because that's such a legit, actual good, not legal. I mean, very legal, play.
Well, I mean, Virgil, I know you. Way to go, Virgil. Anyways, yeah. So yeah. That's my NHL update, and it's been a fun start to the season. And by the way, as always, I don't care about Gary Bettman. He's an awful commissioner.
And there's that.
No complaints here about that. All right. Well, this concludes tonight's episode of Breaking Sport.
One more thing. Can we talk about NWSL really quickly? Atlanta's getting an NWSL team.
Oh, when did that break? I didn't know about that.
It broke yesterday.
Yeah.
a new Arthur Blank. It's a new record. I think it was 150 million. Ed, is that what it was?
Oh, way too much. I thought it was 105, 150. I can't remember.
Maybe it was. It was a record. It was a record to bring a team to the NWSL, and the 14th team in the NWSL is going to be in Atlanta. I think starting play in 2028, if I'm not mistaken. So I look forward to supporting them, and I look forward to going to some of those games because I love
165.
Was it 165? Okay. Well, I love women's football. I think that it's fun. It's going to be fun to see some of the best players in the world come and play in Atlanta. Maybe not
17. Jesus.
You what?
17th NWSL franchise.
That's the 17th? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, there's some really good players still in the NWSL, even though the Women's Super League is taking, is slowly but surely taking away players for NWSL. But to just have a team fielded in Atlanta now is going to be exciting. So I'm looking forward to that for not only for me, but also for young girls and women that that like watching them, and other guys that like to watch women's football as well. So Virgil's like,
I didn't realize there was one in North Carolina.
I'm just sitting back listening.
Virgil's like, why'd you bring that up? I could care less.
No, that's what the point of the show is.
Yeah, but I was excited about it because it's as many teams as there were in NWSL. I was kind of shocked. I've been always shocked that there hasn't been a team in Atlanta, considering in the previous iterations of women's leagues in the country, Atlanta always had a team. So
that's surprising thinking about that.
Well, I mean, and there's been some really good U.S. national team players that have actually played in Atlanta, despite those leagues not lasting a long time. Like Brianna Scurry played for the Atlanta Beat. There were a few really good ones. So, but Brianna Scurry was one former U.S. women's national team keeper that it was really cool. I never made it to a game because they lasted like 2 seasons, but I will definitely make sure I make it in the first season for this new one.
Very nice.
Yep, because you got to support the teams when they're local, right? I got to be like you guys and making sure I get out and support those teams.
Absolutely. Everybody support your local teams for sure.
Yep.
All right. That concludes tonight's episode of Break-Even Sports. Join us tomorrow to go on to DHC Sports Show talking about NFL and college and a doubleheader of Gottlieb Watch.
Oh.
So get ready for that. Will he win both games? Or
No.
neither? We'll find out. But until then, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.